All right, guys. Hope you're all doing well. We're going to be playing Chaos Dwarves tonight in SFT. So it's going to be 4 rounds, followed by a semifinal and grand final. And it's not my tournament. Somebody else is hosting it. But we will be casting, assuming we don't make it to the top 4, which is going to be tough. There's some very good players playing tonight. But if we don't make it, we'll be casting the semifinals and the grand finals as well. So Chaos Dwarves, a lot of changes. Nothing too crazy. I mean, some of the factions got some really big makeovers. Chaos Dwarves... Zoltan did get buffed. So Zaytan the Black got some nice buffs. Of course, his Lamasu mount, I believe, got 800 more HP. So it's a lot tankier now. And of course, if you put him on the Lamasu, it's going to be giving him an AoE silence as well. It's a very, very short range silence. It's only 20 meters. So basically, he has to be like right on top of the target. But still, I mean, that's a really, really nice ability. So I think that he could potentially be someone you see a little bit more of. Seeing old Zoltan. Lamasu's, you know, the Bale Tauruses are just such good monsters that it's tricky to justify, but wow, the Lamasu actually has more HP than the Great Taurus. That's curious. The Tauruses are usually much tankier than Lamasu, but I guess in this case, the Lamasu will be better there. Other changes, the Orc Laborers got 50 gold off, so that's pretty nice for spamming. You know, I think that kind of puts them in a pretty viable little category. They have decent damage output. So spamming maybe Orc Laborers now and like matchups like Cathay and, you know, Dwarves, whatever, right? Seems like it could be decent. Aside from that, other changes, we got a range increase on the Hobgoblin Archers. So the Archers have 10 extra range now, which isn't bad. It's going to let them skirmish a little bit better. I mean, hey, range buffs are always nice. And anything pertaining to the Dreadquake Mortar, it got a cost reduce of 200 gold. Still going to be probably bad. But it is cheaper to tow around too. So if you want to put it on like an Iron Demon or whatever, it's going to be cheaper. Also, Lore of Hashit got some minor buffs. Killing Fire got some damage increases. Hard to say if it's worth it. Drazhoath also got a little bit of a buff too. His Dark Renown ability, it used to not affect himself, but now it does affect Drazhoath as well. So he does have the Dark Renown. So, you know, some Foot Drazhoath builds could be decent depending on the matchup we're in. Hey, welcome, welcome. Yeah, Lamasu has a Silence Aura. That's probably the more cost-effective option, just to get like a Bale Taurus Lord and then one of these guys to just chase the enemy wizards the entire game, which is probably what you'd want to be doing. It's kind of like I think the best way to describe it, he's like a Walmart Karanak. It's probably an apt description. Yeah, tournament's going to start in 3 minutes. We're here a little bit early to just kind of hang out and chat. I'm going to pull up the tournament log here and see. We got about 20 people signed up. I know it was a little short notice, but cool to see. A lot of folks joining in. So we're going to try and get some glory for Hashut. Big things I want to kind of experiment with tonight. I want to try Zoltan in at least one game. You know, but it's not going to just be shoehorning him in. It's going to be a situation where hopefully he's good. The Overseer also is pretty cheap on the Lamasu, I think. If you bring like nothing, let's see. I mean, 1400 for a combat character. Yeah, he only's got 6000 HP though. The Overseers are much weaker than the Legendary Lord, but he does give you the Sorcerer's Miasma. But how much is Zoltan? If we bring Zoltan on a Lamasu, we bring the AoE leadership in the net and cut his other items probably. Yeah, don't really need the Rune Shield. This one is yeah, this one's okay. The armor, yeah, he's a lot more expensive. He's 2000. I guess if you want to go bare bones and just bring just the net ability, which is what is really good with him, you know, you're paying a lot more than an Overseer, but he is tankier, has better stats. Probably worth it. Yeah, a lot of the usual suspects too. The Kadai Destroyer, he's back. Yes, the Kadai Destroyer got collision attack, so it's way better now. We tested it on yesterday's stream, and the Kadai Destroyer seemed pretty good. I don't know if 2200 is too expensive. It might be. That's really, really pricey, but we're going to try and make him work today. You know, healing him with a cheap Demon Smith's also got a cost reduction, the baseline Demon Smith, so let's see. So if you bring him... so what abilities are worth bringing? Really, none of those. If we just bring Reforge, he's 700. Yeah, that's probably... I mean, he's a good combat character, too. He's not a slouch. You could throw him on a point and he can fight. But, again, the most optimal situation is probably going to be using Demon Smith Sorcerer as your wizard and then having Zoltan as your lord if you want to kind of go this this Kadai Destroyer route. The Karaoke Destroyer? Yeah. No, he shreds Karaoke Nights, I'm sure. You guys have seen the trailer. Yes, yes. Oh, Professor Pone's here. I'm definitely winning tonight. Pone's playing Elves tonight, the Treacherous Elves. I'm back and I'm hearing that mortars are better. They're not, I mean, they're cheaper. Dreadquake mortars got a cost reduction, but they're still their accuracy. I don't think there was any changes to their accuracy. The problem with Dreadquake mortars is a friendly fire like nonstop. And I mean, if you know your opponent's going to be spamming a lot of infantry, I suppose it's worth it. You know, arguably, I might even try one against like vampire counts. Could be weird, right? Just like, you know, just huge scorched earth mortar explosions. onto like the bricks of skeletons and zombies, just kind of crumbling them instantly, and they're really slow too, so they can't really dodge it. The Destroyer is much better now and cheaper than the Demon Sith. Yeah. I agree, Maverick. I think so. Professor Pone sweep tonight. You really think so? You think the Dark Lord, the goat himself, is going to reclaim his throne after his performance yesterday? Well, we'll see. He's coming. Pone has never lost. It's true. The goat is back, baby. So yeah, I'm very excited. We're going to be getting our first round matchup here in just a second. It's really nice to not have to do the admin work for the tournament, I gotta say. And who do we have here in the first match? Oh God, we have Scrambled Egg Special. Oh no, we're thrown to the dogs right away. He's really good. He's definitely stronger than I am, but I think we have a decent chance. It depends on what he's playing. If he's playing like a slower faction, I'm down to party. I think he's Vampire Counts. Yeah, I think he is. All right, yo. So let me get my boy Scrambled Egg in here, see if we can take him down. And the map is going to be what for the first round? Oh, this is this isn't a Swiss tournament. Oh, is this just a standard? It's not best of 3, is it? 4 rounds Swiss style. Oh, he launched the wrong type of tournament. I guess we're just doing brackets now? I'm not sure. Let me talk to Homeboy. I think he screwed up. Okay, Harrison. Did you mean to launch as a standard bracket tourney? I'm just checking. If it is, it's fine. I'm more than happy to do that, but we might have a different opponent. If he relaunches the tournament, it might switch it up. Although I want to play Scrambled Egg. That'd be fun. Hope we get to see the Dread. You will see the Destroyer. Yeah, you will. All right. So check in with Harrison to see. Yeah, it looks like a standard bracketed tournament, and it doesn't look like double elim either. So that would just mean it's like best of 1 all the way through. Oh shit. Oh, I think he screwed it up. Oh man. No, Harrison. Did that fix it? I don't know if it did. Kind of looks a little bit funky. I've never seen that happen before. Let's refresh it. Maybe it's a Swiss tournament now? Okay, maybe we're okay. I guess we're going to find out the hard way. All right, so he's playing what? Ogre Kingdoms? Are we really playing ogres here? I thought he was Vampire Counts. Ogres? The Chungus Kingdoms. It's a fun matchup, for sure. Good old tourney. Yeah, classic. It says it's Swiss. Yeah, I think the bracket looks funny. Hopefully when he advances the round, it'll fix it. Yeah, we never know. We're going to find out here today. I don't really care. I'm just here to play anyway, so. All right, so I think he's Ogre Kingdoms. Let me go check his declaration. He might just be AFK right now. Okay, so looking at what my opponent's doing, he is on SFT declaration. And what is Scrambled Egg playing? All right, not Vampire Counts. Rolling up, he is the Burger Kingdoms. Oh shit, yeah, we are playing ogres. Okay, so Kadai, unfortunately, probably not great here. Gonna be a little bit dodgy. And the map is gonna be what? Celestial Lake is the first map. Checking here. And Decrepit Moor is the first map. Okay, Decrepit. This one, I'm trying to remember what this map looks like. I think it's reasonably flat. Yeah, okay, I remember this one. Right on. Let's get ready to party. Let's get that screen blocker up, and we're going to set our army up. And the Chowie march to war against the Chungus Kingdoms. Yes, it is time. Wookiee Claw is here to block and preserve our honor. Zoltan here, man. I really want to bring Zoltan, but like Lamasu's, you need AP typically. I think. Yeah, it's hard to say. All right, let's set you guys up and max you guys out. I think is going to be the play. All right. Now, as far as everything else goes, what does he have? Yeah, we'll get you. Max out on these. The Destroyer against Ogres. Mistakes don't start turn. He said don't start yet. Okay, sounds good. Yes. I might not be playing this gentleman. We'll see what he says. Okay. I don't know if he's going to be able to fix it. We'll see. Oh no. Yeah, I have some fun schemes for this though. His best bet might be to just make a new tournament, just copy and paste this one, and then we could delete this one and then just have everybody else sign up for the new one. But I'll help him if he needs to. We'll see what he says. Yes. Okay. Yeah, people often forget to put the right setting when they launch the tourneys. It happens. So we got a little bit of time to chill. Let's see. I mean, he hasn't messaged me yet. I would happily help him if he did. Let's see what we got. Yeah, I mean, just restarting it is probably fine. You just, set it to start. Okay, so he's gonna make a new tournament here because this one I think is out of control. All right, so we need to sign up for the new tournament. He's gonna make that. We're probably not gonna be playing Ogre Kingdoms, but we can talk about the build while we wait. So we'll give it just a second here. So basically, the plan was to go very wide, use the Hobgoblin Wolf Riders. Their new range is quite good. Death Tree Rocket Launcher probably. As far as the lore choices go, Zoltan could be okay in this matchup on the Lamassu. Like, Ogres do have a fair amount of light armor, but I think some of the bigger threats are going to be armored, right? Nets are always pretty good. Infernal Guard Fireglaves are also very good in this matchup, too. You can whip a couple of those guys out. They have their long rifles, and they also, of course, have anti-large halberds up close. So a fair amount of good options, for sure. All right, so let's jump out. Sorry about that, guys. Hopefully it'll get started here in a second. And we are going to get it going. All right. Hopefully nobody misses out. Did he remake the tournament? Okay, I'm looking right now. I see this one. I don't see the new tournament yet. Should be easy though, it's just copy paste. I've been so busy lately, I haven't been able to catch any new videos. Hey, no worries, we're here. The VODs are always there for you, so don't you worry. This is good though, it gives more people time to join in so they don't miss the first game. Yeah, Ogres would be fun though. Ogres would be fun for sure. And it'll be starting in 8 minutes. Okay, sounds good. So refreshing on the website. And I think this is it. Okay. So we signed up. And check in. All right, so the Dwarfs are back in the menu, ladies and gentlemen. We're ready to go. And cool. We also got some people in who came a little bit late, so it's a win for everybody. Good job, Harrison. Good stuff, getting the tournament restarted. The Kadai Destroyer against Ogres, let's see. The impact damage, I wonder how meaningful the impact damage is against, Ogre models. This is something, I could run into Scrambled Egg. He's a very good player, so I kind of want to test this a little bit, see, how it does against, a couple big Ogres. So let's just, slam you guys in and test this out real quick. Are Great Axe Infantry now relevant? Great Axe Infantry, do you mean Great Weapon Chaos Dwarf Infantry? I mean, they're in some matchups, yeah, you definitely bring them, against armor. Memory, Ogres kind of roll over Chowie unless something has changed. Yeah, historically it has been a favored Ogre matchup, but maps do dictate a lot. The first round map, I think, is actually good for Chowie because it's very open field and you can use the edge of the map to kind of deny flanks, which I think is good. Yeah, Ogres are definitely good against Chaos Dwarves. Time to test the Kadai versus the Thunder Barge. Yeah. All right. So let's see how this goes. I just want to see if it can take on and bully and does the impact damage really affect some of these other pieces? Yes. Thank you, Pone. So the new tournament's going to be starting in about 8 minutes, so it should be a-okay there. Thunderbarge is allowed. Yeah, Thunderbarge is it's fair in almost every regard. Not fair, but better, except the fact that its hitbox is bugged. You literally can't hit it with flying units. It's really stupid if it's moving. I would probably ban Thunderbarge just based on that alone, because it's the only way Chaos factions can kill it is using their horsemen and stuff. So these are Iron Guts, right? These are pretty durable infantry. So let's see how this goes with the Kadai Destroyer. So he's going to roll in there and bully those guys. Okay. He's taking a lot of damage. He's definitely taken a lot, but not looking bad. He slapped something like Cascading Fire Cloak down on that man. Okay, that's not terrible. This is pretty respectable damage considering it's surrounded. And I mean, of course, we would be helping with other things, right? Let's use the Black Hammer of Ashit. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I mean, obviously, he's a lot more expensive. You'd have to, put a little bit more into it to test. You could do Ash Storm. Ash Storm's pretty decent with him because he does fire damage, so it makes him all weak to fire. Yeah, I'm not hating the Kadai here. Maybe that's a tool against Ogres, but if they bring Iron Guts, it's going to have a pretty bad time. I mean, you could go, I guess, shoot Iron Guts with your artillery, but if you do that, then you're going to have a very slim front line because you're investing in expensive artillery. I'm playing Chaos Dwarves in a tabletop tournament coming up on November 9th. We're going to be using a very cool artillery build, which is going to be fun. But yeah, I mean, honestly, I didn't hate that. He took it pretty well, although those weren't even anti-large ogres. Man-eaters and crushers and things like that could pose a pretty substantial problem. So there's that. The Kindle Flame synergy is actually quite good. Yeah, you probably go Astrogoth because he can beat down Ogre Lords pretty well, actually. He's a nasty little fighter. Okay. That's not bad. I don't hate that. I don't hate it at all. Let's see how we're looking. I don't think we have our new brackets yet. All right. Pone gets the W for the abandoned tournament. The old tournament. We should just give him the win and just put him at number 1 on leaderboard. Yeah, hell yeah, dude. I'm down for that. Let's get Pone Dog in there. Brackets are not up yet. Yeah, we have another, I think, 5 minutes before the tournament starts. Cool. Yeah, you can get the mage to heal it too. The healing on the mage isn't bad. The Demon Smith. If I were gonna do that, I'd probably go Zoltan against ogres. He does nets are pretty useful, and the Lammasu, if the Lammasu character can get on like a Slaughtermaster, let's actually test like how quickly he can kill a Slaughtermaster. Obviously, this is going to be AI controlling it, so it's not going to be great. But yeah, we'll test this out. So we're going to get him on his Lammasu and Obsidian Axe. I think that has scaling. Yeah, the scaling things, I don't know, because he doesn't kill very effectively, so I don't like the scaling stuff. So we could just get rid of that and test him out, see how quickly he kills a Slaughtermaster. Strangely, a lot of things in Total War come down to attack animations. Some attack animations are better than others, right? Like, for example, like dragons have an attack animation that like dives deep, like it's like a leaping attack. Sometimes that can be a blessing and a curse, right? It can leap you into an enemy halberd or like, you know, anti-large position, or it can help you escape or, you know, help pursue something. Animations are very, very strange. Official tournament speedrun. I think Pone deserves the win for the last one, yes. Oh, damn, I'm actually here. Yeah, we're just starting, Woozy. We're just getting going. We haven't had our first game yet. We just had to restart the tournament real quick. We had the wrong setting on, so the host is taking care of that. And then we're all good. Dragons OP. Dragons are pretty good, actually, honestly. Yeah, dragons are in a good spot. As far as monsters go, they're solid, man. Breath attacks can be devastating. They typically connect pretty well. Lammasus are weird, but they did get a huge buff. Like 800 HP is really good and an AoE silence. So that's a massive buff for Lammasus. And one of the main reasons I wanted to kind of play the Chaos Dwarfs tonight. Yeah, so Sadistic Snare lowers their stats pretty heavily, right? So you lower their stats, you charge. I mean, I would probably, yeah, just attack here. Okay, he's not really connecting well. I don't know why. Is he like bugged? Can he not hit anything? You guys ever seen this before? It's a good thing I'm testing this shit. That's got to be a bug, right? Okay, now he's hitting it. But weird. I mean, there might be a bugged attack animation here. Because he is swinging for the fences on this Slaughtermaster. And I mean, on paper, he should annihilate this. The Slaughtermaster is silenced. Right? He is silenced, but are you guys seeing this? I mean, he's hitting every now and then, but this isn't just the melee defense of the ogre holding up, right? Yeah, okay. Well, that's something. Right? This is weird. There's a problem here. This isn't normal. Like, the Slaughtermaster should be getting annihilated by the Lammasu, like, really hard. I mean, I guess his stats are lowered. Mine are a little bit lowered by the belly slapper thing. Something very weird about having him out with a humanoid face. Yeah. Like, that's not right. Okay, well, it's a good thing I avoided this. I mean, now he's fighting back. Let's try it against some other stuff. That's some jankiness. Yeah, that's not right. Human Boy had a video where Sartorial could barely hit friends in the air. He's lowering your melee attack by 5, though. That's not... Yeah, that's not right. All right, so let's just get, like, I don't know, like an Orc War Boss. Put him on not a Wyvern, but like, yeah, let's put him on a bigger mount and see how that fares. We'll have a little Air Force duel. Why can't an Ogre have a chance? I mean, he shouldn't win against a monstrous character like that. Zaytan is a duelist character, too. I mean, his melee attack is low, but felt like something was off with the animations there. Melee attack down to 36 had nothing to do with it. I've never seen it quite like that. Like, he was missing most of his attacks. Okay. Okay, checking here. And let's see what's cracking. I think the signups are still going. Yes. Cool. So they're taking care of that right now. Yeah. We'll see. It's not making the most consistent contact. Maybe it will against some other things. It could have just been, yeah, new patch is warming up. Yes, it is. 36 melee attack is decent attack rating, especially with the charge bonus. Exactly. He should be hitting there. All right, so this is a little bit of a harder fight because it's a freaking war boss, right? So we'll use some of the the debuffs here as we get closer. So we're gonna net you. We're gonna go ahead and enfeebling foe you, and we'll do the withering, like just all that stuff, right? And see. Okay, now he's hitting nonstop, but I mean his melee defense is 0, so that makes sense that he's hitting. And okay, so now it seems like he's performing. Like this is looking good. The war boss obviously is an AP fighter, and he popped Potion of Strength, so that should be like a fair fight between these two. They're probably pretty similarly costed. But Zoltan, with his abilities, is probably going to win the day. Zoltan is like a wizard hunter, right? Okay, so we obviously lowered its stats, but even afterwards he was able to hit. So it's just something weird with that ogre model, maybe. Jason, thanks for becoming a new member. Have been enjoying Old World? Yeah, I love it. I play every week. Me and my buddy play every Tuesday night, so it's a blast. All right, so maybe it's all right. Let's try it against like a foot character. Let's put the war boss on foot and see how that plays out here. We're just going to kind of slap him there and see what's cooking. See what the rock is cooking. I think I might have my first match now, so we might have to jump out. Okay, let's see. Did he set the wrong tournament stuff again? Oh man, Harrison's struggling with the signups. He's having a hard time. I think he screwed it up again. Oh no. Hey Jason, thanks for becoming a channel member. I think we have to do it again. Yeah, maybe I should do it for him. I'll check. Oh no, he screwed up the tournament again. Oh god. All right, we'll see what he wants to do. I know exactly what he did on the back end. It's a common mistake. Like he saved over an old file and it deleted all the signups. Yeah. Terrible unit videos. Yeah, honestly, it's. I think it's too early to make more terrible unit videos. We have to see. All right, so let's see if we can actually make contact with this man. This is an orc war boss, pretty good fighter. Okay, we hit him right away. I think on the charge. Yeah, look, this is fine. He's connecting. That's normal. Like how he's connecting here. This is what should be happening. And of course, the war boss is silenced. Okay, so yeah, it seems like he still works okay. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and make the tournament real quick. All right. Sorry guys, just give me a minute here, and I will set up the tournament. Okay. So I don't have a thumbnail, so I'll probably just steal his. All right. So let's go to the admin panel. I'm checking. We're gonna fix this. So just give us a couple minutes and we'll get started here. Gondor calls for aid. Yes, we are here. I think. Let me check. Did he delete his old tournaments? That one still has some signups. Is the bracket live? Okay, cool. All right, just give me like 5 minutes, guys, and we'll be good to go. Okay. No sweat. Time to abandon ship, yes, of course. Tournament. So which one was coming up right now? So that was, okay. Do not do anything on the back end, any of you guys. Thank you. All right, so we're gonna make this real quick. Late night, SFT, Swiss. I don't think I need to post the rules. I think most people know the rules, but although we do need to post the maps, which I can steal from theirs. Today is the 1st. We're gonna set the tournament to start at 6:30. So let's go to that. So it's gonna be 18:30 here. All right, so that'll give people time to sign up, and it's gonna be a Swiss tournament. And for the picture, we can just use, we'll just use this lovely Bretonian picture. All right, very good. Although I don't know whose picture that is. Maybe I should grab another one here. All right, just looking. All right, there we go. We could use this one. And for the maps, let's go to the description that he had. We could just copy paste that. We should be golden. I don't want to change all the specifics here. And okay, so we got Swiss format. It's included on stats, included on leaderboard. That's going to be starting at 6:30. Great. Thank you guys for your patience. Should be all good now. Great. Let's go here and find it. Okay, where is this? So looking. It's on the first. There it is. Okay. Okay, goblins. Sign up here. You have 10 minutes. Good luck, have fun. All right, so we got 10 minutes to get people signed up. Let's sign up for the tournament. And it is go time. Hey, Vosolosk, thank you. Could I destroy our first game? It depends on the matchup. I promise you, though. I promise you. There will be a Kadai Destroyer today. There will be one. Jason, thank you for becoming a channel member. You guys rock, man. Thank you. Yeah, Rot Knight's got buffed too, which is hype. Which is definitely hyped. Okay, so everyone's signing up for the tournament again. Should be golden. And now we just kind of hang tight. And I will do housekeeping later and delete the other tournaments. Okay. All right. There we go. How's the new Lamassu? So it seemed weird against one model, but aside from that, our other tests have been pretty good with it. I mean, how much HP? Yeah, 6,000 HP is pretty good for the cost, I suppose. Yeah, it's a little squishier than the Bale Taurus, but I think where you're going to see it is Zaytan on a Lamassu, right? Because having a mobile silence character with a net seems very good. Seems very good. Silence is one of the strongest mechanics in the game, right? So if you're able to get, you know, Zoltan on top of their wizard and just like keep pursuit with him using your high movement speed on the Lamassu, that could be a game changer, right? Yeah, I don't think it's going to be like frustrating or anything, but we'll see. All right, so where are we going here? Cool, so we have another 9 minutes. Thanks for your patience, guys. Greatly appreciate it. Cool beans, and we'll be getting started soon. We will be getting started soon. All right, looks like most of the people are signed up. I'm gonna go ahead and check in for the tournament here, make sure I don't miss out. And there we are. Probably, honestly, going to be a much bigger tournament considering we had yeah. It's fine. We'll start at 6:30. Whenever whoever is in, then we go. Cool. Damn, no Discord announcement. We did. We announced it in Discord. I did a whole ping and everything. Yeah. Other cool choices for Chaos Dwarves. I've actually been a big enjoyer of the Infernal Guard. I feel like for their price point at $950, they're pretty damn good. They're very much like Marauder Champions. Now let's look at the stat line comparison, right? So if we get a Marauder Champion, I wish there was like a place I could just have them side by side and compare. Where's Norska? Norska is just such a meme faction. It's so strange that they can actually still compete after all these years. So 9,600 HP against 8.6. Same model count. Wow, okay. But the Dwarves have 20 more armor, and then also they do have silver shields, which is big. Leadership is better for the Dwarves too. Stat line 3256 against 3553, so slightly better stat line for the Dwarves. However, Enrage will make it better for the Marauder Champion. Weapon strength 46 against weapon strength 42. So overall, probably the Norskin variant is better just because of the HP. 9.6 plus the Rage mechanic. I think he's slightly better, but honestly, it's close enough that I think the Infernal Guard are slept on in a lot of matchups. T-Rex push-ups, crush your enemies. Thank you. Right on, dude. Thank you. Let's freaking go, man. Norska, the only true balanced faction of the game. It's fine. Yeah, gives me 8 minutes to pack up my Warhammer army for tomorrow's game. That's right. You got 8 minutes. Harrison, once event starts, you can take over admin stuff. All right, should be awesome. Just letting him know that he'll be the admin for the rest of the tournament. I just set it up, so yeah. Chariots performing? We can play around with some chariots. We have a couple minutes before the event starts. So what chariots do we want to look at, for example? Like let's mess around with some of the Slaneshi chariots, right? Yeah, I was actually doing this the other day. So let's get some like Norskin infantry to run over. Try some of these guys and see how we fare, right? And we'll get some Marauder Champions and all that goodness. So these are all the chariots, right? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, let's see how they do. Hey, T-Rex, man, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Don't sleep on the charge defense either. Yeah, the charge defense is also good on the Chowie, on the Infernal Guard. Wish me luck. Jared, you playing in the tournament, man? Let's get you in there. Let's see what you're made of. Maybe we'll run into each other. It'd be glorious. So what do you guys think is going to be the next game? What's going to be the next jam for Total War? So I want to hear your opinions on whether like what the next history game is going to be and what the next like fantasy / sci-fi game is going to be. What are the rumors you've heard? What are the whispers? I'm so curious myself. Yeah, you're in? Sweet, Jared, sweet. Okay, so we have another about 4 minutes before we start. Okay. Okay. No problem. And here we are. So firstly, we're going to experiment. The problem with Slanesh chariots is that they're so damn squishy that I find that they just they take so much damage when they charge things. Yeah, you guys think 40k, 40k? Yeah, I'm kind of the opinion 40k is coming. Send forth the Legion of Asgore. Hashit will recognize his own. That's right. That's right. I hope it's 40k. If we get 40k and it comes with like either domination or conquest mode as its default and the whole community just kind of rallies around that, I would be so freaking excited. I just want the whole community to play the same game mode again. You know, that's what I miss most. Okay. Ooh, hello. So that was a Marauder unit? Yeah, you're going to have to micro this thing, obviously. So let's get it back in there. Hey, now. Okay. Are we cooking a little bit here? Let's get on these Iceborne Marauders, bowling pin them on the side. All right. A little bit lackluster there. Let's see how the Marauder champions take it. Okay, this is an AP chariot, right? And so far, it's been doing some good damage, obviously, against infantry. Yeah, the light infantry get wrecked. The heavier ones with better mass, a little bit trickier, but honestly, not looking like the worst thing in the world. Okay, so, oh, that was actually very good too. Yeah, so against like chaff, but remember, that's a really expensive chariot. Let's get the Hellflayers coming over here. So this thing is the SE chariot. That wasn't the worst performance. Medieval 3, that'd be rad. Okay, oh, that was actually better than the SE chariot. These are the elite Slanesh chariots. All right, so let's keep like rolling through them. Yeah, we get into the back and they can keep going through here. You can move through units, but it's better to give the charge order. Okay. Honestly, much better than before. If we're just kind of looking at it, let's get these Marauder champions. So these are the Seeker chariots. These are the cheaper ones, but okay, that's actually not bad at all. The penetration was very good against the Marauder champion there. Yeah, that was not bad. Not bad. Let's come in here, get you back in there. Sustained combat load. These are not for the weak micro. If you leave them for 1 second in combat, they just like fold like a piece of paper, right? But with like, you know, with a Dark Lord Aerocrastic kind of Slanesh micro, yeah, it requires a lot of effort to put in. I think like the basic Chaos Chariot would probably be the go-to if anything, just because it's durable. So if you forget about it for a second, you don't just like lose the game, right? That would be good. Yeah. So let's refresh here and see how we're looking. We got 3 minutes left. I think most of the stragglers have made it over here already, which is looking great. Everybody's checked in. It's actually a bigger tournament than before too. Good. Thank you guys for your patience. Yes, yes. I like how land battles feel aesthetically real in Conquest, but especially Dawn feels more... Yeah, it's different. Yeah. They're both great. You know, I don't... A traditional land battle was fun for many years, and it's very fun amongst friends, but when it gets really sweaty in the high level, it becomes very toxic. At least it did in many occasions. I'm sure now people have it under check, but if we get a new game, a new major title, as long as it has like, I don't care if it's domination mode. If they just give us like a proper conquest mode, like your victory tickets, there's an objective you fight over, like I'm happy, you know, just something like that so that it's not cheese, right? You can't like have like land battle be like the quick battle when you go in and like new players come and then they just like get corner camped or draw kited for 20 minutes. Like that can't exist. That needs to be banished from the Shadow Realm and or to the Shadow Realm, I should say. Yeah, that needs to happen. All right, so 1 minute left till we start. We're about ready. I will click the start of the tournament. I'll start it. Hang tight. Okay. Yeah, Conquest I think is a really good compromise because you get the glorious spectacle of land battle, but you also don't have to worry about the cheese. Although I do disagree with what they did today or yesterday, which was raising the victory tickets to 650. That's just going to make it cheesy again. I think it should be somewhere. I think 500 was the sweet spot, but honestly, I don't really care because you can adjust it. So when I do my faction wars, I'll just tell people to put it at 500, you know, and we're golden from there. Avatar Conquest. Oh, dude, Avatar Conquest was so fun in Shogun. You know, apparently that was something they had discussed very heavily for Total War Warhammer 3. Hopefully you've enjoyed our TED Talk here for the first 30 minutes of the stream. All right, so I'm going to refresh it. If you're not in, it's too late. It is go time. Okay, so we are good. And let's go ahead and generate the bracket. All right. We're going live. I think we ended up getting close to 30 people, which is great. And the brackets are up. Brackets are up. All right, so the game's up. We have a different opponent this time, so let's go get him. The Chowies are here, and we're here for blood, or fire and ash, whatever they're into. Probably not blood. There's like, you know, just give us the materials. So we got Martinius as our first opponent. Very solid player. Very solid. Okay. So I don't know what he's playing tonight. I know he's a chaos enjoyer, so probably going to be something chaotic. And let's see what he's got. All right, so I'm done adminning. He's going to take over now. Oh, your patch update just finished. That's you had a lot of extra time though too, to be fair. Gifted subs. I don't even know how to enable that. I've tried to enable it a couple times. The gifted subs things. I don't know if my channel has it. Is he playing Grand Cathay? Ooh, that's not good for us. Cathay is very good against Chaos Dwarves. Although we do have some new tools here, so let's play around with those. Try these guys out, right? All right. So Cathay against Chaos Dwarves. Hard matchup for us. Definitely good for Grand Cathay, but not unwinnable by any stretch. We can definitely win it if we put our mind to it. Yeah, right. Decrepit Moor. I'm trying to remember the map, so I think there's some like tree lines back there, so we could do some shenanigans with that. For the Lord choice, it's definitely Astro Chad. Astro Chad is the way to go in this matchup. He's fast, he's furious, he's low to the ground, and he can cause a lot of havoc, so we'll drop that. And we can also get this. So this is not a matchup for the Kadai Destroyer. Let me tell you, this ain't the one. You got Reginald Puggington? Oh, you did? Yeah, he's gonna bully you. No, Pone, you're gonna bully him. What you wear is you gotta believe in yourself, dude. Believe, Pone. All right. Although all jokes aside, Puggington is an unholy terror. He's very good. He's not as active as other high-level players, but he has such good natural skill that he just is like a menace. Okay, so we got these guys. Let's get these squeaked in as well. As far as other tools go, you can definitely slap these guys in. The Bull Centaur renders are an interesting choice here. I think, I'm trying to think what Cathay is going to be rocking mostly. Okay, let's get this. And aside from that, do we want any Fire Glaives? Fire Glaives are not bad. They're not bad. The Wookiee blocker? Yeah, Fear the Wookiee blocker. Put some respect on his name, dude. He's there. He's ready to go. Okay, so the trains are okay against Cathay. They're decent at clearing out like just infantry on the side points and whatnot. Magma cannons are all right, but Cathay cannons are just such a hard counter against you that you're going to have a bad time typically with that. So artillery is very risky in this matchup. Very risky. The Bale Tor, yeah, the Torax. Gordo, Backstabber. El Gordo used to be good. He got nerfed pretty heavily, though. Now he's a bit of a potato. I think we can call in one of these guys just for a little bit of oomph on the other side. Yeah, they'll be able to deal with a fair amount. Yeah, I do say my build out loud, but it's more... I know Martinius wouldn't stream cheat, but it's just that if they accidentally open the stream, they don't just get a flash of my build, you know? Plus, I got to talk you guys through it, man. It helps, you know, helps process it all, and yeah, we're golden. We are golden. More bulls on parade, yeah. I mean, this isn't going to be the most bull-heavy build, but it should be pretty sweet. Let's cut you, and I think we can slap these guys down. And how much do we have left? And we got this and this. All right, that seems like a badass build for sure. Seems really fun. Dealing with like the big dragon characters is always a pain in the butt. They're very difficult to deal with. I think it's 1500 on that. Do we want like a Bale Taurus for any reason? The Bale Taurus against Cathay. Cathay's shooting is very good and very disruptive. There's actually a couple ways you can play this matchup. The Bale Taurus character could be an interesting like tech here. The Kadai Fireborn here, what are they going to be good against? Just Jade Warriors, also respectable against some of the Cav units too, maybe, if we have one in reserve. I think I'm about ready. I think we are about ready to go. Do we want a Fireglaive? The Fireglaves are just the coolest unit on the roster, you know? They're so freaking rad. I'm a big Fireglaive enjoyer. Alright, it is what it is, you know? We win or we lose by the blade here. Writing down everything you say to help with my builds, yeah. Sounds good to me. You'll be able to see the builds in action too, though. So you'll get a taste of it. Yeah, these guys are so expensive. I guess we could cut this and one of you, and then we can slap maybe 2 of these guys in. Yeah, crowmen are a little bit annoying here, but you have plenty of options for dealing with crowmen, I think. Yes, let's cut that. Looks great. We got the hobo legions. Plenty of hobos coming out. I think we cut 2 of these and then get some sneaky gets are always fun to have in reserve. Extra sneaky. Maybe we'll cut the sneaky gets. I'm not sure. We'll play it by ear. No build is complete without Fireglaves. Against Cathay, they're an interesting choice. I think maybe they have some teeth against Grand Cathay. The regular blunderbusses are a little bit probably more effective at dealing with some of the more traditional threats. Let's get this. Call you out. Yeah, the blunderbusses are an excellent deterrent, but the Fireglaves are just so much cooler. Yeah, let's get that, and what else can we mix into the builds? Alright. Can you dig it? I can dig it. Alright. Good luck, have fun. It's go time, man. 1 minute? Oh, he said he needed a 1 minute toilet break, dude. He's unleashing the fury over there. Someone said I got the victory. The great plan. Are we starting over? What? It's the same person. Let's see. My punishment is playing Tim in the first round. Oh man, that's funny. Do we have an internet crash here? We struggling? Okay, no, it's fine. No problemo. So everything looks good to me on Total Tavern. I don't think there's any drama. Yeah, I don't think there's any drama. Let me double check the tournament. Oh, somebody accidentally just reported themselves as winning. Yeah, it happens. All right, Martinius, it's time, dude. We got it. We got to get this show on the road. We don't want to be the embarrassing folks to finish last. Yeah, it's good times, man. So true. It's not a turn stream without the. Yeah, I got to get the other army blocker we had that was actually like good. You can like see like half my build. It's so jank. You should move the blocker to the right. So yeah, no, you're right. I should. Yeah, it's all good. I don't really care. Last night's tournament was fun. Yeah, we had a great tournament yesterday. It was really solid. A lot of people. Very sweaty. We got to see some unique meta stuff, which was fun. Yeah, good times for all. You know, it would be cool for the Vampire Counseling campaign if the zombie and maybe skeleton RR became available after. Oh, you mean like the tithe? Oh yeah, if you can get them early, that would make sense for sure. I want to see some Vampire Counts action. They've been getting wrecked so far on this new patch, but I still think they're good. I think Vampire Counts are just very difficult to play. And yeah, it's very, very difficult to play. All right, we are on the Decrepit Moor. You just need more of a magnificent cape to block the rest of the army. Or I could just go super elite, and then it'll fit under Wookiee. So we do have a little bit of shooting. This map is actually good for Chowie shooting because you can hide your Death Streaks in the tree line and they can shoot. Although it looks like they moved the deployments back here a little bit. All right. Yeah, I really like this map. I'm a big enjoyer of the Decrepit Moor. But we have a super wide army. Super wide. Oh boy. Yeah, this map got reworked. Okay, it's different than when I played it last time. So we need to redeploy all these. Yeah, alrighty. So let's get this. It's going to be a huge just battle line here. We're going to get some Orc Laborers. Orc Laborers just got cost reduced, so I'm like, maybe they're okay against Cathay, right? Against like Jade Warriors and, you know, different troops like that. Seems like it could be fun. So we're going to get the Chowie Warriors mixed in. We only have a couple of them, which is very lore friendly, right? You know, having only a couple bare bones Chowie Warriors to lead a rabble of minions is probably good. We got a couple Hobgoblins. I'm kind of thinking like if they have Iron Hills or other things like that, the Hobgoblin Archers should be pretty respectable against them. So then we got old Astrogoth Iron Hand and a single Death Streaker, just to kind of poke. Although arguably I should have gone, just in case he brings like the new Jade Lions and stuff, I wanted to have something to kind of poke those guys. Turn, do you think balancing the game off of sweaty play hurts or improves? Are you talking about campaign? Well, campaign should be balanced too, you know? Yeah, that's kind of always been my thing for that. Like if something is like agreed, like, I don't know. Do campaign players just not like the challenge, or do they just want to have like a really broken unit on turn, 2 or 3 that just steamrolls everything? Yeah, I think that you definitely don't want to cater too much to the competitive people. That happens, and that has been a problem in a lot of RTS games. But there's always a good middle ground, in my opinion. Yeah, there's always a good middle ground. Because if you cater just to the sweats, the casual player's experience might not be fun. You need to make it fun for casual players first, especially in a game like Total War, which is like definitely more about that. Yeah. How much melee attack do they have? 22 melee attack, actually, so it's not bad. Oh, do we have the big man there? Okay. So we're going to move on out. We're going to get this guy moving up here. What's up, dude? Yeah, but no, you want it to be a fun game, first and foremost. Because Total War is not like... It's definitely janky in a lot of regards. Oh, man, something's funny about this formation. There we go. Okay. What the hell is this thing? This is Lord Magistrate, and then we have a... we're going to go Rocket and start shooting that Celestial Lion. Although we could just shoot the Lord Magistrate. He's, like, hanging out there. So we'll run over here and grab this. We got an Astromancer. We do have some Grand Cannons, which is fine. They're going to be shooting my Wolf Riders, but whatever. That's what they're there for. And for reserves, what are we going to call out? We could call out a Chowie Warrior. Have him, like, move up there to kind of secure that. And now we move over here. We just grab this objective here. All right. So yeah, we have the Deathstreaker in the trees. It should be pretty menacing here. Astromancer's doing its thing. All right, so that's looking good. And he's going to eat a rocket to the face. Kaboom! Okay, he dodged it. Very well played. So we're going to put you in guard mode, and we're going to go ahead and move back into the tree a little bit and grab this objective. We just got to make sure his cannon doesn't reach my goodies, and then we're A-okay. All right, so the Unholy Legion of the Dwarfs is going to be advancing out of the tree line, but very slowly, it feels like. Do I have my game sound on? Great, okay. We do indeed. So who's in rocket range? Are you in rocket range? Do you want a little bit of this? Astro Chad's just going to be creeping around, and I'm more than happy to just shoot his sorcerer here as we get the double cap. Are we going to be calling out another artillery piece is the question. Against his build, I think so. I think we can just move up here. Get that magma cannon in the trees. As long as the cannons aren't shooting my goodies, we're fine. I have Flamestorm as well, but I think I can wait on that. And yeah, now we're on our way out with a lot of stuff. He's shooting at Astro Chad, but we're just going to juke and run to the trees. Astro Chad getting pounded a little bit. I got to make sure not to let him die early. And now we're going to shoot at, yeah, we'll shoot at the Celestial Lion, the Flying Beast. Astro Chad just gets in the bushes. That's his home. It's his natural habitat. Cathay, very defensive here. I definitely blundered letting Astro Chad take that much damage, though. He shouldn't have even been shot. Like, that was just Nubodio of me. All right, so the Deathstreaker is now set on its target. Hopefully we can start getting some value, because Cathay is definitely out-shooting me right now, which is to be expected. Their shooting is very, very good. Chaos Dwarf shooting is solid, too, but it's a bit of a different beast. All right. So let's move you guys, like, up like so. Yeah, that's going to be the play there. We actually got his wizard, like, almost dead, which is funny. Yeah, we'll just keep that going. And have we been able to nail that guy? I don't know. You know, we got Astro Chad here, big old army coming out. Magma Cannon is going to go, we want to like park it right on the edge of the tree line right there and just get it going, man. Okay. God, I feel like my front line is so freaking slow. It's just taken years to emerge from the bushes. Okay, so he's going to get the objective, but we have time. And the Magma Cannon can now start shooting. We're going to just start pounding into some of the Jade Warriors. In the meantime, have we hit the lion? I think we've missed it, most shots. Usually this thing shoots pretty well out of the trees. But let's just like move it right over here to make sure it's actually not obstructed. And we'll go from there. All right, so we see some heavy cav coming around the outside. This is the time we can call in the great weapons. So let's get the great weapons coming out. Get those guys moving up here. And here comes the lion. So let's just shoot this, and have you go after this. And let's get Astro Chad out there now too. All right, great. So we're getting a little bit of Jacka into the old lion. And the objective, I think we stabilized it. Yeah, I think we did. Magma Cannon is here, and it's done some great damage. So let's switch on to these guys and just pull. And then if he goes for the Magma Cannon, we can just camp with the great weapons there. All right, so you guys move up. Let's start putting some hurt down on you. Let's fight, and let's fight here. Let's get these Chowie Warriors to go fight there. Circle you guys around the outside, move you in. Call it a day. So if he does go for that, we have the great weapons, right? So we'll just keep chasing. And the Deathstreaker is going to keep going after the big man. All right, so how's Astro Chad? He's coming out here. You guys move in there, and let's get these bows to actually just waste you, and we can go get a Flamestorm up here too, which is going to be nice. So now we can get some mobility coming out. Let's just get some mobility screaming around the outside. You guys go fight those Jade Lancers, and the party now begins. All right, so this objective, we could maybe flip that objective with a couple of these guys. Let's get you around the outside. Astro Chad is going to do a Flamestorm. He's going to drop it right there on their face and then juke away. Cool. The Magma Cannon, how's it looking? Yeah, we need to get it back in the trees because he's zeroed in on it with his cannons, which is really not good. So we need to get back there. So we do manage to get one of the Iron Hill gunners offline. Let's go ahead and shoot these guys here. Maybe pull back a little bit. Get you and you. Shooting there. And yeah, you guys can keep circling around the back. These Dwarf warriors can go bash here. And now Astro Chad is going to be ready to do his thing. All right, so these bull people, let's get them this way. Pull you under here. And we probably want to get some wolf riders going up the outside here as well. All right. So we do actually get the lion, and it's getting whooped on by Astrogoth, which is exactly what we wanted to do. Let's get you there, pull you down under here. We do manage to maybe steal the objective there, so we're going to move you guys around the outside. And the cannons are getting some really good shots here, unfortunately, but I think we're all right. Deathreaker's still doing its thing, and we do mess up that lion pretty good. The lion's having a bad old time, and I think we're going to steal his back objective, which is good. If we could just like stuff him in, that's a big win for us. Okay, let's get the bull people back, and let's go circle around the outside of the army. Back you go, back you go. Archers can keep shooting into these. Astro Chad's going to keep lurking, and let's see where we can go. We have these crowmen here, but yeah, let's pull like down this way, and then you guys can attack here together and maybe get those crowmen, right? All right, great. So we got the mobility. Let's go ahead and space jam into these guns. All right, you love to see it. We're going to pull around the back with you and get on these guns here. Maybe it gets the job done. We'll have to see. And then we're going to drop a flame cannon or a flame storm on those guys and move these guys right up the middle here, which is going to be beautiful. So if we can get these cannons offline, he's going to feel real bad. All right, so yeah, I feel like it's going well for me. We've got a big compromise in his gun line. A lot of his cannons and other pieces are going to be offline here. We'll have to see. The Bull Centaurs can pull back, and the Magma Cannon is still waddling out here. So let's get these guys and these guys to just go. A couple units AFK here, so let's get those over the top. Astrogoth is all up in there. And did we actually get a cannon offline? I don't know if we did. I don't know if we did. All right, so we're pulling you back. Let's get this going and get some of the sneaky gets coming out. We do have a couple idle wolf riders. I don't know why they're idle here, but it is what it is. So let's get onto the Grand Cannon. So we're going to get on this cannon here, and Astro Chad's going to go jump on the other cannon. And hopefully we can just shut him down. Yeah, let's get there. Looking good, looking good. And now you guys, we need to kind of reform ranks out in the middle. It's getting a little bit dodgy out here. So I think the cannons are going to be shut offline, though, for now. And we do have his objectives, although the middle one is flipping again, so that's too bad. If we could have kept him from getting that, that would have been really devastating. Let's shoot here. Let's get you guys coming up here. And reinforcements, we do have the Deathstreaker. A lot of Wolf Riders coming in. And Astro Chad is all up on those cannons, and they don't seem to have, like, a great way of dealing with it. So you guys keep bashing. Our archers are being hunted very effectively. So let's get you onto the crowmen here. Let's get you guys back here. And we do have a situation where we can maybe keep him at bay for a while. Astro Chad is taking off the line these cannons. I'd probably drop a Flamestorm right there to try and shut those guys down. Yeah, I think that's going to be good. All right, so are they actually going to come fight us here? It looks like they are. I think with the Orc Laborers, we'll actually be okay there in that situation. Astro Chad getting attacked by the Celestial Lion, so let's go ahead and bash him with the Hammer of Pashet, which is going to be freaking awesome. And back here, we do have a little bit of action from the Empress's Crowmen, but nothing that I don't think we can, nothing we can't handle. Mobility. Let's get on these Iron Hill Gunners here. Astro Chad, we need him to win that fight against that Celestial Lion like hardcore. We are potentially in a Helm's Deep situation. He's up in value now, so not good for us. Definitely not good. But we do have a lot of vulnerable gunline pieces. I'm hoping we can compromise. Is Astro Chad going to win this fight against this stupid lion? By the way, hopefully he does, man. All right, so let's get you guys shooting here. Form ranks. How are we doing on points? Yeah, we are in a Helm's Deep situation, so Cathay is going to have to come to us, which is nice, and we can hopefully just keep harassing them. So let's get these and jump on top of these Iron Hill Gunners. Astro Chad is going to have a Flamestorm soon, and he's kind of struggling against that lion, which I'm a little bit surprised about. So let's go ahead and start reinforcing our back point here. We can call it the Granite Guard. Yeah, they're pretty damn good, and we got the Baletor's characters here. I think he's coming for the Magma Cannon back here, which is a good call, but we do have defenders at the ready. Yeah, some. I mean, unfortunately, they're not exactly what we're looking for, but it might be enough to save that cannon, so we're going to try. All right, so let's go. Let's go ahead and attack in here. Charge that bad boy. And on the back side, we do have Astro Chad ready to go, so we're going to go ahead and Flamestorm here. He does beat the brakes off that lion character, which is outstanding. And does he have cannons online? I don't know if he does. Don't know. All right, so let's reform here, reform here. You guys come over there, and we'll get these bows to kind of keep shooting. You guys move up on that point. Astro Chad does get an excellent Flamestorm back there and is causing a lot of havoc. We can get these Orc Laborers battling it out here, and he is going to need to get to my back point here eventually. So the longer we can kind of keep this grind going, the better. Let's get you shooting there. Get these Orc Laborers here. These Orc Laborers come over here too. And Astro Chad is burning it up. Yeah, he's single-handedly just causing a ton of havoc back here. We're going to go get on this now too. Probably call in some Kadai. So the Deathstreaker, what do we want to be shooting on? Probably just these guys. is going to be the play. We got you and some mobility ready to kind of scream on through here. And still just keep shooting these. Astro Chad is now going to be fighting his Overlord here, but I'm hoping he's going to be able to win it. We're going to find out. It's a close game, though. Very, very close game. The value is close-ish, but if Astro Chad does go down, I could be in serious danger. All right, let's form ranks, charge you. Get in there and blast those guys. Yeah, I think we get through. We're going to find out here. And other mobility pieces. Yeah, you guys run up the fields. Let's call in some of the Kadai Fireborn to help out, and we can get the Granite Guard to start shooting here. Let's form ranks, form ranks. And did the mobility get on top of the guns? They did. Astro Chad unfortunately died back there, which is going to be a big setback for us. But thankfully for me, the Chow, we do have good base leadership. So it's very, very nice. All right, so let's charge on through. Oh, we just got nuked by our own business there. That feels bad. All right, so you guys move in. Let's get the Granite Guard and Granite Guard to do their things. And hopefully we can just catch them slipping here. That's going to be the play. Pull back, get you guys here. And we have the Kadai coming out. And the Deathshriekers will just continue working on the ranged artillery here. I'm only down by a couple thousand, so, you know, him coming in here, it's going to be a hard fight, especially with the Bull Centaurs here and the Fireborn. We could try a little bit of split action here on this side. I don't hate that idea, actually, just like kind of loosely poking those spears over there and softening him up for a later date. All right, so he's taking a lot of damage moving in here, a whole bunch. We do have all these fire... Yeah, the melee fight is not going to go in his favor, that's for sure. Let's get these Fireborn here. It's going to be a... Oh, that's the Jade Lion breath attack. It's kind of cute. All right, so let's get the Chowie warriors doing their thing. Let's pull these guns back, get these here, and we do have the great weapons, so we want to get them on the Lion if possible, the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe there. Let's get you guys on that point, and we want to also maybe, I think, sneaky get reinforce this one here. Just kind of play that out. We're going to see. It's got a lot of pressure here. Let's get the Kadai in there and get you on the Jade Lion. We might have thrown this game. I felt like we were in a good position, but my micro was a little bit rough in some areas, so let's unsummon you. And you guys can start working on these peasants here. And then we maybe capture that. We're going to see if we're going to be able to hold, though. It's going to be tough. All right, Granite Guard. Waste the Empress's Crowman if you can. We need to call in some speedy boys. So probably get some Hobgoblin Wolf Riders to move in. Let's see if we can. Okay, so they're going to reform ranks. The Kadai are trading very, very well. And that side point might actually be an option for us. We're going to see. Yeah, oh yeah, we just got the Granite Guard, like, point blanking those guys. And the forces of Cathay are getting routed back very heavily. All right, looking good. Let's go ahead and shoot you with the bow. Sneaky Gets are going to move up and provide some decent cap weight there. Do we need these guys here? I don't think so. It looks like Cathay just got folded up on the objective, which is outstanding. And they're pulling back now. I think they... I don't know if they know that we win pretty easily with just... I think we win with one. Unless I did some accounting wrong, I think we're good on just one, right? So, yeah, we'll see. All right, let's get this guy over here. We just need to capture this one for a second. So we do get up on the point. Sneaky Gets are here too. You can see the capture weight's going good for us because those are just unwashed peasants. So we're going to get you up on the point too. And we do manage to hold this point. So that's outstanding here. So Granite Guard can move up and do a little bit of shooting. And we do manage to steal this point here, I think. Yeah, the peasants are going to get routed pretty hard. So we're going to just rout them off. If we just capture this, I'm pretty sure he's just cooked. Yeah, he needs to get multiple points, right? And the fact that we're able to get this is pretty big. So now we just pull back. Do we get the capture? We do get the capture. All right, that's really bad for him. That's really, really bad. So we're going to hide the Fireborn in the bushes. Get you Sneaky Gets around the outside to go dive those gun pieces. And then maybe we just resummon Astro Chad is what I'm thinking here. Let's go get that cannon offline and pull you back a little bit. Just kind of sit on the edge of the objective here. That's going to put us even closer to the glorious victory. And yeah, these guys can just start mowing down the advancing Jade Warriors. And we'll pull you around the back, We have the Kadai here. Do I have any good units to call in? Astro Chad's quite expensive. I think just more Chowie Warriors is better than calling in Astro Chad. You know, to be honest. All right, let's go get that one cannon there, because that could actually do a surprising amount of damage. And the side point does fold, but it just buys us time, right? Which is big. The Kadai, we need to get them in the trees. Sneaky Get's gonna get on top of the spears here, and we do manage to get that cannon offline. And how are these guys facing? They are facing the correct direction, but look at the Infernal Guard, or the Granite Guard. How heavy metal is that? You gotta love it, right? Did we never unsummon this Deathshriker? What the hell? I thought I unsummoned that like 10 years ago. All right, well, let's see if we can get you. And you guys can go poke into here, try and get this Astromancer down. And yeah, so the cannon is officially offline. The Sneaky Gets have done it, so now we're gonna come and jump on this. Let's get you guys back and get the Bull Centaurs coming to support the Granite Guard. All right, these guys go, and you guys go here. Pull the Granite Guard back. You guys get on top of those guys, and we fight here. So we're pretty close to getting Astro Chad back, which I think is going to be very good. And we're also getting close to the victory, potentially. Let's get the Fireglaze back there. Let's get the Blunderbusses back. You guys can just run up and intercept. We do get on top of the guns here, which you love to see. And I think Astro Chad is the way, because Flamestorm is going to just break him open. All right, so Astrochad is back. That's also, you have to like look at it like this. Like bringing back Astrochad is basically like an army-wide, it's an army-wide buff. So we're gonna actually, these are just like a couple Haggard units here. We might actually be able to threaten that objective again. Let's call these guys back in, and the Bull Centaurs can come back on the Lord. Astrochad's back, baby. He didn't hear no bell. And it looks like a big last push for Grand Cathay. Very desperate, but you know, it's what you gotta do. It's part of being a Cathay player. So we need to get these Granite Guard back. They've been absolute beasts this game, but when he sees Hashut's Chosen get here, the High Priest of Hashut, he's gonna realize that he's in trouble. All right, let's get these Wolf Riders, come out here, threaten that objective, and call in the big man. Let's get the Kadai to move forward and just start cooking whatever we can. And yes, you retreat. Astrochad's gonna go show that stupid lion who's boss, who actually has the cooler Pantheon. All right, so Flamestorm here, I think, on the units there. Yeah, that's gonna be nice, assuming they don't move. And Astrochad is gonna pop his Black Hammer of Hashut and start dropping the hammer. And this objective we are threatening once again. He doesn't have a lot here, so we should be able to just swarm it. And cool. Cool. All right, so we get that point. I think we're in good shape. Yeah, because we're crushing his army here. We would probably actually triple cap him. I think we're gonna have a decisive defeat. He's gonna have a decisive defeat here. Yeah, he lost his Lord. Everything was done for. All right, Hashut, baby, let's go. That was a good match. It was very sweaty, but I think our build worked. Blundering Astro was not in my bingo cards. The artillery was maybe a little subpar. Kind of makes me think just cut the artillery and go wider is better. Granite Guard were really good. Kadai did well in the late game. Not a crazy amount of value or anything, but yeah, it was a good game. All right, GG, well played. GG, well played. The matchup. Cool. So let's check it out. Let's report our score on Total Tavern and see who we're going to be playing next. Hashut bless his ravaged body. Yes, the Chowie Czar. And after this tournament, I'm going to go paint my Bale Taurus, which is going to be fun. All right. So let's go report our score. Oh, we were almost the last person to finish. That's because our game was really sweaty, though. I think that is actually the first Chaos Dwarf win of Season 8, which is awesome. All right. Great. Martinius is a great player, my opponent. He's really solid. Yeah, he's a high-level tournament player. He's won plenty of tournaments. Is that the first Chaos Dwarf win of the season? No, it's not. They lost in, somebody was playing them earlier in the tournament, so yeah. Is that what I call it? It is. I call it. You call your dong the Bale Taurus? That's pretty metal, for sure. Cool. So I don't have to do any admin stuff anymore. I'm just gonna chill out. I'm gonna go refill my water, although I have a little bit here. You got 2 wins yesterday? Yeah, damn. You guys stole my thunder. You painted your Bale Taurus yourself earlier today? Nice, dude, nice. You guys beat me to it. That's right. I've been defeated. Magnum of the Force was so troll. Is that? So they kind of can. It's mainly to be. Yeah, we're talking about the match a little bit. How was interesting. So he used the freaking just the Cathay Lord, the Magistrate, and an Astromancer. Huh. The Celestial General is a way better choice. The Celestial General, he has this like cleaving attack that just like wrecks infantry, so it's really good against Chaos Dwarves. Yeah, he value traded. His Iron Hill Gunners, we kept them in check. His cannons did pretty good. The Crowmen are always very strong. You only had 2 of those though. Yeah, cannons and the Astromancer had about 1,000 value. Magistrate only 500. Magistrate I always feel like is a bit of a meme. Did he get buffed or something? Why would he play with the Magistrate? What's the forbidden tech here I'm missing? I mean, he does have these buffs. Yeah, Magistrate just sucks, right? I think you just go Celestial General. He's a little bit more expensive. You put him on a Warhorse, and then you just bring the Celestial Sweep ability and Brass Cleaver, and then you have like a super powerful Lord. He could fight Astergoth like very effectively. Might even be able to like trade evenly with him. When are they adding Glorious Charge? They should add Glorious Charge to the Hobgoblins. That's right. CA, while you're adding it to the other factions, I think our beloved, they need to add like an evil charge, like villainous charge, and give it to the Bull Centaurs. And like in tabletop, Bull Centaurs, their whole thing is that their charges are the most like brutal charges in the game. They're bulls, right? So do they even have good charge bonuses? Let me see. I mean, 52. In tabletop, the charge impact of a bull centaur is like better than almost any heavy cav in the game. When they charge you, they immediately do impact hits as if they were a chariot, which is really cool. I mean, they're literally bull people, right? I think that would be neat. Devastating flanker. I guess they have that, yeah. Yeah, I'm lucky the magistrate wasn't in the blimp. That's right. Yeah, I thought I was going to lose that game, though. But I noticed that he only had peasants guarding the side point, so I was able to kind of start poking it. Hey, Tomoko, did I miss your message? I see it from T-Rex push-ups. Thank you again, T-Rex. That's super generous, bud. And I'm scrolling up. All right, Tomoko, would you be interested in a... No, definitely not. What the hell is that? Oh, man. You're out of control. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate all your support. Let's refresh this. 2 players still going. Tim the Wilder's going hard. What's the current thought on regular dwarf? Grudge Rakers? They're good. They're good, yeah. They're solid. Okay, 1 game still going here. Winners of round 1 are Scrambled Egg Special, Alexander, Harrison, Samurai Style, Sabris, myself, Outer Region, Blood Penguin, Reginald Puggington, and Apostate. Yes. Oh, yeah, buddy. It's all good. Don't worry about it. We're all cringy from time to time, you know? I had the most horrific mustache in the world for Halloween. It was horrible. I dressed up as like a cowboy, and I had a really, really just poorly fitted cowboy hat, and I had just like the dirtiest mustache you could imagine. I look so awful. Anna probably has a picture somewhere. Yeah. Have you had any experience with the Destroyer yet? No, we haven't had any matchups in which the Destroyer would be good. If I brought a Destroyer against him there, he would have just double cannoned it into the Shadow Realm. So we need to wait till we get like a more chaos-centric faction or somebody who has like more mediocre shooting. Can I bring... Yeah, you can only bring 1 Destroyer. I was kind of thinking like, could we do a dreaded double Destroyer build? But no. I wish we had a mount, a Kadai Destroyer mount. Imagine if like Drazhoath could ride a Kadai Destroyer. That would just be the coolest thing ever. Can you give us the cowboy voice? I didn't really do a cowboy voice. No, I didn't. I did not. Okay, let's see if the next round is ready. Let's refresh this bad boy, see what's cooking. And okay, everybody's ready. So Harrison, go ahead and advance the round. Yes. Let's see. He's advancing it, I think. Come on. You can do it. Put your back into it. Give us our next opponent. Now I know what it's like to be on the other side when you're not the host and everybody's like, hurry up. Hurry up, you dirty peasant. All right, let's see who we got. Yeah, chariots seem better. I mean, Chaos Dwarves don't really have any chariots. I mean, yeah, sort of. I mean, no, not really. I mean, you have the trains, which were already good, so yeah, I don't know. Reginald Puggington's going to be our opponent here. Sabris. They will appear. All right, so Reginald's. We're up. The Dark Lord Reginald, man, we're playing some scary players tonight. I'm just happy we started off Season 8 with a win. You know, just 1 win. Now we can lose a couple games. I'm okay with that. We got 1 solid win here. So let's see what our boy's playing. The map is going to be what? The map is going to be It's-a-me. It's-a. All right, so we got It's-a as the map. It's-a-me. So stupid. All right, let's get it. Destroyer, Hashit, Shrine Mount. Yeah, that's right. Okay, let's see what Puggington's playing. Is he playing Bretonia? I don't think so. Luck. The dreaded Turin Dwarfs, yes. Just chatting with my opponent here. Oh, High Elves. Okay, interesting. High Elves are a fun matchup. Let's get this party started. Yeah, all right, cool. So against the High Elves, how do we want to approach this? I'm trying to see what options I have. Yeah, we do have this. So if he's playing High Elves, let me go look at a couple units on his roster real quick. Yeah, obviously he's going to want to bring Fireborn probably. Fireborn do fire damage. How hard on the paint do we go here? You know, that's the question. How crazy crunk are we going to be getting? I think I have an idea of how I want to play this. I think I do. As a recompense for 5 minutes of sleeping Death Streak, I demand you to bring the Mighty Destroyer. The Destroyer, I promise you, I will bring it one game tonight. This is probably not the matchup for it. High Elves have plenty of tools against it, I think, so a little bit scary, but yeah, we'll do this. 1, 2, 3. We have the newly buffed range on our Hobgoblins, which I love to see. You know what? I'm feeling a little bit crunk right now. I'm feeling a little bit crazy. So I'm going to treat you guys. It might work. It might just be crazy enough to work. All right, so what do we need? Him, yeah, he's expensive. God damn. Guy's really pricey, isn't he? Okay, so let's get that. Yes, yes. I think we want to keep this and keep you on foot. Then we're going to need to find a way to afford a lord here with this dreaded build of builds. A Gordo backstabber game, I don't think El Gordo is going to be great here. Usually, yeah, we're going to get you, and then I'm going pretty nuts. Okay, 900, we'll get you on this. I already regret everything about this build, but if we can make it work, that is going to be frickin' sweet. Let's get you guys. Let's get this. We're going to want to go ahead and get probably some Chowie infantry, which are just solid. Fireglaves are very good in this matchup against like the dragons and monsters. Aside from this, I think one of these in reserve is always welcomed. And we are about ready to go. We're sneaky. Gordo is always the way. El Gordo, yeah. El Gordo's no joke. He's not bad. He's gone through some nerfs. High Elf infantry will kill him probably, though, I'm thinking. He's very expensive, too. He's very, very pricey. All right, so let's get these guys. Yeah, that gives us a lot more battlefield agency. I like that build. The dreaded labor tide. Dude, the labor tide. That's a great term. I like that a lot, the labor tide. That's fun. All right, so what else is the rock cooking? What else is the rock cooking? Let's try this. Let's try this out. I think that'll be fine. And, yeah, you know, that's probably better. Okay, so we got that. Dealing with Fireborn is not easy. Fireborn are certainly a menace, and they will punish most of our cav. Probably, so the new Fireborn are very, very frightening. All right. Let's see what we got. I think we're ready. I like this build enough. I'm not in love with it, but it's... It'll do, pig. It'll do. Oh, man. Okay, did we cut that? So many expensive units. It's kind of odd Chaos Dwarves haven't got... I know! Why have they not done Chaos Dwarves in Age of Sigmar yet? I'm surprised. They're such a cool faction. I feel like it's probably like an internal branding struggle. Like, the people, like, you know, don't want to... yeah, that's also a very good playstyle in this matchup, but we've already gone down the road to damnation here, guys. We're in trouble with this. 1400, so I could bring a little bit more shooting here. Yeah, I mean, shit. Maybe this works. Okay, let's just fire it off and see, man. Let's fire it off and see. Good luck, have fun to my opponent. Puggington's an awesome person and a very good player, too. And let's see if we can catch him off guard. 4 blunderbusses? I'm not sure. I don't think so. Bring dwarf guns and heavy infantry. Yeah, high elves do sometimes struggle against that, but I brought something which I think you guys are going to appreciate very much. But also maybe potentially good in this matchup now. All right. I'm ready, Pug. Oh, we have to change our banner, by the way. The Legions of Asgore. We have to do the Overlords of Zarduk. Or we could do the War Host of the Tsar. That sounds cool. Although those banners are kind of similar, they're both blue, so I should probably do something different. Let's do the Chaos Dwarf Rebels. Yeah, Chaos Dwarf Rebels look awesome. Yeah. All right. 5 blunderbusses would be pretty bad. Blunderbusses are like a good defensive unit. The Fireglaves are actually better in this matchup because they have longer range, and you just put them as a backline defender unit for your artillery, basically. 2 factions that are incredibly unlikely to meet. That's actually true, yeah. The Chaos Dwarf Wastes are pretty far away from the Mighty Donut, so... Pone, no, what happened? Oh, did he beat you in round 1? Avenge me, my son. Pone's like the... You know how in like every like action movie, you know, they're like, you know, coming of age adventure movie, like, you know, Uncle Ben. There's always an Uncle Ben character, right? That's Professor Pone right now. Yeah, AOS already has Dwarfs of Fire at home. I know. Oh, they're so much. The Fire Slayers are so much more lame than Chaos Dwarves. Slayers are like a nice unit to have like as a one-off, like or like a couple mixed in with your army. But I think an entire army of Slayers looks kind of haggard. It's like a bunch of giant man babies coming at you. Yeah, just all naked and stuff. It's creepy. All right, so here we are. Let's do it. We brought the dreaded Kadai Destroyer. Rise, my champions, rise. I did this for all of you guys. I'm sacrificing my game for your sins. But, all jokes aside, it might be really good. Yeah, Pone's the old sensei guy from Kung Pao, that's right. Goblins! Okay, and these guys can go to the high ground here. Alright, so let's do 2. Got a couple dwarf laborers here. We're going like full-on new stuff here, guys. We have Zoltan. Okay, so these guys, yeah, and then these need to be in group 2 also. Zoltan is here. We have a Demonsmith Sorcerer of Fire. He's just going to be dropping burning heads and stuff. And the Kadai Destroyer. Come on, you guys wanted it. If we lose, and you know what's really good about the Kadai Destroyer? I think the strongest thing about it is that if we lose horribly, I can just blame the game on the Kadai Destroyer and, you know, and then my ego will be preserved. That's the biggest thing. So proud of you. This is for you, Decay. I got you, man. All right, good luck, have fun. He only has 13 units. I know he's already deployed. I know you're deployed, you dirty dog. I have to do it quick. All right, so let's move you guys up, and everybody else is gonna hustle. Let's get Zoltan and the Destroyer heading that way, and right on. All right, so we're on this objective. We should be able to outmuscle him here. We did get a range increase, so we're actually the same range as him now, which is awesome. So we do get that objective, and he's heading over there. So Zoltan's gonna go try and deal with that guy. Maybe we can. But getting that objective right out of the gates is sweet, and it is going to be an Archmage. Oh, he does have a Bolt Thrower. I don't know if that's going to be enough. Let's go ahead and get this, and do this, and call you over here. And juke with Zoltan. Yeah, and then you come down there. And Zoltan's going to come over here, and then we just go grab this point there. Looking great. All right, so Zoltan, let's just get Zoltan to go hunting his Archmage, right? Like, why the hell not? That seems pretty good to me. The Kadai Destroyers, get ready. Oh, we have Shadow Warriors over there. Okay, so there's actually some sneaky coming in. I respect that. I respect that. All right, so we're moving up. These guys are going to come over here. Let's charge into you, and we can come and fight you as well. I think we can get the Sadistic Snare on these guys. Can we get the Snare off? If we can, that's pretty sweet. All right, great. So they're going to die now, and now we can do the Withering on them too. Dude, Zoltan OP, guys. He is overpowered. Oh, look at him just manhandling this mage too. Awesome, awesome. All right, so we're going to jump into these guys, see if we can get a little bit of this going. And the rest of the army, let's go ahead and like move this way. Bring a couple of you guys over here. And Zoltan is able to help get the dub there. Awesome, awesome. So now we're going to move into the Rahagra's Pride, and Zoltan is going to debuff their stats. And maybe we're able to get a 2-for-1 there. That would be sweet. All right, so the Kadai Destroyer is going to hustle. We want to get this point also. Great. Kadai, head this way. And are we going to win this fight? Yeah, the mage is currently silenced, which is awesome. So let's get you guys up, have you shoot at the mage. See what kind of work we can get done, and maybe we're cackling all the way to the bank here. All right, so we do get the middle. The Kadai Destroyer's at the ready. We do get it silenced. Let's go ahead and turn around here and help, and also shoot at these guys a little bit. Awesome. Kadai's in good shape. What do we want to send up in the middle? Let's just get some Chorf Warriors and just get some like solid armor up there in the middle. I think that's going to be good. And big flank engagement victory for us here. We actually get the Rahagra's Pride routed off, which is awesome. Oh, shit. Okay. My control hotkeys were a little bit off there, but it's all good. All right, so you guys get back. Let's get the Kadai Destroyer over here to deal with this. And now we can come under here and cause mucho havoc. So we're going to get this. We're going to get you, ride you right up the middle here. And you laborers can go this way. And let's go around there. All right, so the Kadai Destroyer is going to dominate those spearmen, right? 100%. And the high ground point is being taken, but it is what it is. Let's get you across here. And now we jump on top of the Shadow Warriors, I think is going to be fine. Dude, they laughed at Zoltor, man. They laughed at him one too many times. The Kadai Destroyer handles that position. And we get the 2 Chorf Warriors to come here and get value. Burning Head, we need to look for some opportunities. So let's see where we have opportunities. It looks like right here is going to be pretty good, to be completely honest with you. And yeah, you guys just park here. And Zoltan and company is now in the backfield causing a bit of havoc. And we need to kind of see where we want to go here. All right. So Zoltan is going to get back. I'm surprised he's attacking me. Zoltan will dominate that mage. So we're going to happily take that fight. Meanwhile, let's get some of you guys kind of squeaking over this way. And then you guys come here. And we can get some of you guys running up that way, and we can start swarming. So let's get you on this point. you on this point. I don't know if that burning head was able to hit home, but Zoltan is a good fighter, and he does have that silence too, which is really good. So, the Kadai, is it doing it? It kind of is. Yeah, it's killing some of those spearmen. I definitely need to get some units up there to make sure I don't lose the capture weight. So we're gonna get some of the sneaky gets. All right. So how are we looking? You guys come here, head them off, and you guys go back this way. Zoltan able to dominate that mage over and over. We need to get these Wolf Riders back. It's an absolute disaster right there. Chase you, and we're going to go ahead and use the Sadistic Snare. Yes, evil Zoltor. Let's go. All right, so stay on the point. Maintain capture weight, ladies and gentlemen. And the Kadai Destroyers, it's doing some work on the side. You know, no complaints. Let's go ahead and move back there, head you guys off. And yeah, dude, Zoltor is going hard in the paint. Is the age of Zoltor upon us? I think it might be. Yeah, maybe so. All right, let's retreat back this way, maintain the capture weight, get away from his units here, and now we've escaped with this. And let's see if we can like find a way through here. Zoltan is just putting in work on this mage up here, by the way. He is doing mad work. Let's get you guys to do this, pull you guys back this way. Labors go there. And what other capture weight do we have? Yeah, we need to call in some big heavy hitters now. All right. So Wolf Riders, maybe there's some openings here. We'll have to find out. Let's go get on those Shadow Warriors. Is it going to be possible? Maybe just go after the crew back there. All right, the Kadai Destroyer has done it, so let's get you guys to do this. Kadai Destroyer comes over to the middle now to make sure we have control of that. And we can call in a Fireglaive too. Fireglaves are awesome. So let's get those guys marching up. And yeah, did we get back there and get that artillery crew? Maybe so. He's defending pretty well, so I think we just pull back. We don't want to like give him any freebies, right? All right, so where's our Sorcerer? We need to go ahead and look for some Burning Head opportunities. This is an absolute cluster up here. So let's see if we can catch him slipping there and get those guys. Yeah, let's get this. You guys come up to the high ground here, and I think we did cook him with the Burning Head. Yeah, good. We do end up getting a bit of damage in there. All right, so Kadai Destroyer is coming in. We have the Demon Smith. Let's go ahead and heal him up. And as far as the side point goes, we're looking pretty comfortable over here. Let's get some Labors and Labors going there, and Zoltan has been forgot about, but we do see the big man coming in. All right, so the Fireborn are finally here. So let's form ranks, and are we holding on to the middle? I think we're pretty close to holding on to the middle. Let's pull all you guys up here, so let's get them back there, and we can reform. And guns online, yes please. Zoltan is going to go ahead and see if we can finish off that mage. That would be very, very good. A little bit behind in value, but remember I do have some healing, so we're not completely helpless in that regard. And our mage here is being focus fired, but I think it's fine. All right, so let's shoot you, and let's get the Fireglaves to move up, so we're going to advance. Maybe dodge that. Nope, we didn't. We ate it like an absolute champ. And I don't know where those guys are going. We'll keep looping them around. All right, let's you guys come up here. The Zoltan is on the hunts. I don't know why he's not moving. I could have sworn I gave him a move order, but I guess I didn't. You know, it's not the game's fault. It is mine. All right, so Labors, Speedy Boys, let's get them up here. Get you guys going here. The Destroyer is going to go pile into the middle and hopefully start value trading for me here. We're going to have to see. I'm hoping as ammunition gets more and more sparse, he starts to have more issues. We're going to have to find out. All right, so you guys go up there to the high ground and go ninja that point. Go ninja that point. You guys come over this way and just keep running in circles. And Zoltan is going to go hunt his lord, see if we can get him. All right, so we get the Hobgoblins in there. The Destroyer, is it doing work here? I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell, to be honest. We do have another Reforge, so let's go ahead and Reforge him and get the fat heals. Yeah, then you go here, and let's go ahead and get a Burning Head right down the pipe here and cook a bunch of these elves. That's going to be a nice Kindle Flame synergy also. And the high ground objective is going to us, so that's great. And we do get an excellent Burning Head there. All right, so that's looking pretty good. Zoltan is chasing down the Lord, so we're going to keep hunting it, I think. Although we might need to come back and do a little something. This is a very, very close game. Any mobility, we might be able to get up through the center here and head off some of these guys, but we do manage to reclaim the high ground objective, which is awesome. So let's get these Bull Centaur Renders out, and we're going to have them just go after the Fireborn and see if we can maybe drag those bad boys down. Okay. So opportunities to dive here. How are we looking? Yeah, we get the Kadai Destroyer here. Let's go ahead and hunt down these Shadow Warriors and go get on the Bolt Thrower crew back there. You guys come back. Zoltor is coming across this way. Oh my god, you see how much damage that did? Jesus, that was insane. All right, so you guys do this. That's going to get shut down. The Kadai Destroyer in the middle is doing a lot of damage. And we do manage to get the high ground objective. Where are the Bull Centaurs, by the way? They're very slow, so we need to just run him off this way, and hopefully he forgets. We will see. Kadai Chad is honestly not bad. He's doing pretty decently. Let's get you guys back on the point, see if they can do a little bit of bashing. And Zoltan has caught the wizard, so maybe we get the kill here. I don't know. We'll find out. High ground is in flux. We do get the Bull Centaur Renders coming, but the pathing on them was very weird. You see, like, look at this. What the hell is that? That's some weird-ass pathing there. All right, so down you go. I don't think he's going to get the high ground objective. The Kadai Destroyer is farming a hell of a lot of units. I don't have a lot of call-ins, too. That's a big problem, so we need to do some unsummoning here. Did I get the Lord? I think we might have actually gotten his Lord. I'm not sure, but Zoltan needs to come back to the middle now, and we need to figure out our life here. All right, so spear units, let's Burning Head them, cook them off the objective here, And all of you guys go here. Let's get you going there as well. Maybe they'll get there in time. I don't think they're going to, so we got to just bring them over here. Deathstreaker wouldn't be a bad idea. Very deep set. Just kind of start spray firing some of these units. All right, we're very behind on value, though. We're very behind. We're getting farmed in a lot. The Destroyer is, like, seems to be doing okay, but the problem is I can't, like, be everywhere at once with it, which is kind of the issue I'm running into here. And also my army, like, I feel like some of the picks I have are not... Like, I don't have enough stuff. You know, I'm kind of just hurting for stuff and things. All right, so we got Hobgoblins here. Let's get this. Let's get these Narnia Lions. And, yeah, let's just try and secure this middle objective if we can. I just don't have enough things, you know? His Lord back there is also a good target for us to snipe. So let's put it in single target mode and see if we can just snipe that Lord out of the sky. We'll keep the Kadai fighting there. And I think that we will be able to get these guys. So let's do this and get these coming in and go chase down these Lions here. See if we can harry those guys off. Do a little bit of shooting there. Kadai Destroyer's doing it. We can go in with Zoltan and fight if need be. We don't have a whole lot over here. Okay. How's this looking? Yeah, let's run through these. And you can shoot the Lord a little bit. Zoltan, are these the Fireborn? They are the Fireborn. So the Fireborn are coming for a big fight in my backfield, which could be a mistake by him. I'm not sure. Kadai Destroyer is still going hard in the paint. Maybe we dive in here and fight? I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I have the summons advantage, so perhaps we win this. With Zoltan in there, maybe it's possible. All right, so we're going to try and take that Lord down. Let's move up here. We're going to shoot you with this. The Destroyer is still destroying things, you know, slowly but surely. If this backfield fight goes in our favor, we might have a chance of winning this game, maybe. All right, so how's it looking? Yeah, he's running away with his Fireborn. Unfortunately, I don't have a statistics snare or like an ed or anything. His Lord does get broken. The problem is, like, even though I maybe start to take over here a little bit, do I have the time is the question, right? Do I have the time? I don't think so. He's pretty well entrenched on a lot of objectives. I think my normal playstyle would be better than the Destroyer here, but I'm happy to see that the Destroyer isn't actually like horrifically bad here. You know, it seems like he actually has some play and is, you know, still a monster that's doing things. He's still going hard. He does have fire resist too, so Fireborn should be not like great against him, but yeah, it'll be better for him than it normally would be. All right, so let's move up. Let's secure that point. High ground here. We have some Hobo Riders, but he's getting a lot of points here. Kadai Destroyer's actually handling those Fireborn pretty well, which you love to see. Let's come in here and start doing a little bit of work. We have the sneaky gets. You guys coming over here, and we can get you moving up this way. Unironically, I think I'm starting to take over, but it's probably too late is the problem. So what can we do up here? We could start sending some shadowy warriors to go fight. I think here we ride you past this. You guys go engage there, and you guys get a surround here. We do break the Fireborn off. See what I'm saying? Like, we're kind of like looking a little scary here, and he's looking a little bare bones. So we're going to go around the back of this unit, and we should be able to get Devastating Flanker and just annihilate these Rangers. So now we need to start playing the side objective too. So we're going to go ahead and send some Shadowy Warriors up there. It's going to take a while, but maybe we can break them off the middle. We'll find out. All right, do we have any spells? Unfortunately, my wizard finally did break. Deathstreaker is just going to shoot at, I don't know what, the Fireborn maybe? Yeah, Fireborn are fine. So we do get that side point, and let's go ahead and start shooting the Fireborn here with the Remnants of the Fireglaves. This point's going to be ours for sure. And we might need to reinforce it just to be safe. So let's call in you guys and just kind of run you up there to be, you know, ready to go. The Destroyer is destroying things, man. It's definitely living up to its name. So we are going to get the objective capture there. The Deathstreak, let's go in spray fire mode and just start shooting at this big brick of archers here. That would be really nice. Fireborn are coming in, but we should be able to kill them. And the Chorf Warriors are heading for the side point. Is there an opportunity for a comeback here? There might be, actually. There very well could be. All right, so let's go get on that chariot. Let's have you guys shoot here. And we do break the Fireborn up. So let's go steamroll these guys. Yeah, chariot's getting hunted. And now, what do? I think we just get some skirmish cav and just start like poking these guys a little bit. We need to get this middle point like 5 minutes ago, right? So we park there. I think we're okay over here. I think that they get it done, maybe. I don't know. The middle objective's flipping. It is flipping, so let's come back to that. Now he's going to be Helm's Deeping on his last point, which makes sense. And we'll bring the Kadai Destroyer up there too. So we need to get like the big terror out if we want any opportunities to win this. We need those guys to win on the low ground too. All right, let's get Zoltan going over there. Skirmishers are on the way. It's a good game. I think we lost because we probably had, you know, a couple too many blunders early on, but we're going to get you guys heading up there too. And is he making any play for the side? I think he is. So unfortunately, I can't afford to risk this. So we have to commit a unit there, which sucks, but it is what it is. And the middle objective is flipped. So now we head up there, and maybe we just get a big terror out and take the objective. I don't know. We'll find out. Let's charge here, and let's get these Fireglaves to shoot. Zoltan is coming. I don't have any snares or anything, but we do have a little bit of time to get these objectives back. Yeah, maybe the Wolf Riders there will get it done. That's my concern, is that side point. He could just win on that. So we do get in. The big Kadai is going to be on its way. We have a lot of cap weight arriving on the point. He's probably going to rotate back to the middle. So do we send the Destroyer there? I don't know. Yeah, there's too many like little engagements that are in flux here that are hard for us. Let's get these guys. We can just park them over there to maintain some capture weight. Are we going to bunker bust them off here? It's looking pretty decent, actually. Yeah, a lot of these guys are on the run, and we do have the cap weight. So let's get you back to the middle now. And Zoltan can head back to the middle, too. But the side objective here is a problem. I think he just captures that and wins. Really good game, though. This has been a great match. It's cool. It's cool that the Kadai Destroyer is, like doing something. Like, it's not a meme, right? Like, awesome. I don't think it's the right way to play into High Elves. Like, if I could go back and do it again, I wouldn't. Because it's just... there's better options. Usually just gunline and you know, artillery really counters High Elves very effectively. But yeah, we didn't do that, so I think he gets this. He's going to steal that side objective. And yeah, Zoltan did okay. He got about 1,600 value, so not terrible, all things considered. Yeah, GG, well played. Well, I guess it's over in a second anyways. GG, Destroyer. I think I want to cast that one separately. That was a really cool game. All right, Destroyer tried its best. GG. Or got buffed. Seems fun. Still not optimal, for sure. No. Yeah, I'm chatting with old Pug. Yeah, Zoltan was all right. Burning Headcaster is fine. Destroyer did get a lot of chevrons. It got 327 kills. It dominated the Fireborn, which was awesome. Yeah, but like, I still think it's subpar compared to traditional. Traditional Chorf, you know, just getting a Sorcerer Prophet is going to be better, you know. The Burning Heads were good. They're very good. Destroyer being usable is going to be... yeah, I'm excited. Like, I had a great fun with it. I think it was great. I didn't. Report that score. That was a winnable game, too. If we played a little cleaner, I think we could win that. We just kind of blundered, and he capitalized very well. He played very well. It's an absolute Chad. Close one, though. Very close. All right, let's refresh that score. How are you feeling about the patch? I think it's really good. Yeah, I think they just need to... the Thunder Barge is probably the only thing I would restrict, Maverick. Probably just Thunder Barge. Everything else, I think, is more or less fine. All right, I need to go get some more water. I'll be right back. But the Thunder Barge has the bugged hitboxes, which is a problem. See, Turin leaves the tournament. And Turin leaves... No. We're staying in it. Staying in it. We can still get there. All right, guys, we're back, baby. Let's get it going. Shout out to Lady Turin. The mugs I got are amazing. Oh, right on. I'm glad they arrived. Glad to hear it. No, there's. I'm not eliminated. No, this is a Swiss tournament, so it's you get to play 4 games no matter what, which is very fun. All right, let's see how we're looking here. In other... okay, let's see here. You can see how we're looking here. All right. 2 games left to be played. So if I want to make top 4, it's still very possible, but I need my tiebreakers to win. So I need Puggington to very well for the rest of the rounds. And I need my first round opponent, who I beat, to do well also, the Cathay player. If they are able to consistently perform, I have very good chances of making top 4. Assuming I win my next 2 games, right? Let me show you guys what it looks like right now. The Destroyer was actually not bad. I think that map was not good for it because it kept getting kind of kited between the objectives, but like a map with a defensive objective and the healing, Zoltan was good too. His nets were really good. In the beginning, we won a huge fight in the beginning with it. Let the Destroyer Feast might actually be good in the Brawler factions. I agree. I'm so excited. Yeah, it's awesome. So this is what the tournament looks like. You can see it's a Swiss and there's rounds. So this is the first round on the far left. This is the second round here. And here's all the scores. So you can see the points, and it's very early on, so it doesn't really mean much. But I want to face Pwn, the glorious duel of fates. Yeah, 3-1 with a good tiebreaker, exactly. Yeah, against Khorne it's good because it has fire resist too, and Khorne has a fair amount of fire damage on their roster. Okay, talking to Homeboy about that. Yeah, the regrowths were good on the Destroyer too. It's crazy that we almost came back there at the end. We like broke the High Elves' will. Even though we were down 3,000 value, they barely had anything. What won him the game was that back objective ninja. My shitty goblins weren't able to hold. I think the big flaw with my build that game was I didn't have enough stuff. I just had only elite units, and that cost me. I should have known that the Kadai would be good enough to deal with the infantry on his own and just like spam my infantry instead of like getting Fireborn and things like that. Or Kadai Fireborn, yeah. Yes. Just don't let the dwarves. The dwarves will never lose again, that's right. Hey Turner, are you gonna buy the new iMac that's coming out? Oh no, I haven't had a Macintosh in, I don't know, 15 years? Maybe more? I think PCs are usually modular. Macs are cool and all, but I mean, unless there's something really fancy about it, that's, and it's cheap, which I seriously doubt. Tomb Scorpions, we haven't had a chance to test them yet, no. Yeah. You could probably just put a Sorcerer Prophet on a Lammasu and probably achieve the same effect as Zaytan. Well, I wanted Zaytan for a net. I wanted his net ability. The net is actually quite good, and the problem with getting a Sorcerer Prophet is then you have to pay for... It's like you're paying for 2 wizards. Yeah. Death of my lord is brutal. Yeah, apparently I sniped his lord. I didn't even see that. The Deathstreaker was like zeroed in on it, and it just nailed him from downtown. So I didn't even know that happened, that his lord died that game. Professor Pwn is the Mr. T of this game, that's right. Oh, Martin, we're playing a rematch? Okay, I mean, I'm down, let's go. Right, no, wait, not... Yeah, we played Martin already, I think. I think we might have a rematch with the Cathay player, which I'm down to do. Let's do it. All right. Round 2. Our scores are close. Damn shame, though. Messes my tiebreaker up. So we're playing Cathay again, which actually sucks because that means that we're killing our own tiebreaker. Or he just beats us and we're eliminated, right? So it's tricky. It's tricky. We're on Crystal Lake, which is a pretty big open map. It's not necessarily great for us. All right, cool. But what's cool is I can do a couple different playstyles against Grand Cathay. But we're playing Cathay again. So it sucks because if we win, yeah, sure, we're 2-1, but then our tiebreaker gets another loss. So it's very unfortunate. But yeah, it's also cool though. He wanted a rematch, I'm sure. So it's his chance to get the dub here. And we'll do it. Cool. So what do we want to do in this matchup here? Let's go ahead and get our army blocker up. Wookiee Claw. Thank you, Wookiee, for your honorable, valiant defense here. Crystal Lake is a big open map. That is for sure. Our choices, cannons are a problem. The Destroyer was a -3 Pug, it was. But you traded well in many other... You only really lost one big engagement in the beginning, Pug. It was the one on the flank when I netted you. But aside from that, a lot of the engagements went very well. I would say they went very, very well for you, boss. A Dreadquake Mortar against Cathay is a horrible idea. You're just going to get wrecked. I have a couple of cheeky ideas. So the Lord choices here, interesting. I kind of want to try something different for the Lord. Yeah, that I think might have gotten buffed. I'm not sure. Okay, let's cut that. We can keep this. Keep that. That Spellmaster with each spell killed up to 60%. That just gives him ward save. I don't even know what the hell this item does. I'm like reading the shit. All right. Here we go. A mortar train. Oh god, you guys just want me to lose, huh? Don't you guys want me to have a chance here? Don't you guys believe? Okay, so Cathay is we kind of know more or less what to do here. Yeah, get a couple of those in Deep Reserve, I think is fine. In very, very Deep Reserve. Although, no, I think we learned our mistake last time. All right, so definitely want to get the Skirmishers. So grab the objectives out of the gates, and we can have you guys come out and grab those too. Blunderbusses against the wall. Yeah, blunderbusses are okay. I think the basic archers were more effective for me, to be honest. Yeah, the mobility is key against Cathay, because Cathay's mobile game is kind of weak. You know, it's not the best. All right, so let's, I think just 2 of these and then 3 of these guys. We could get Oglacon's boys, but that's just more fodder for his cannons. And then we can do some sneaky. Sneaky is always welcome. You know, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. It's always a good time. Let's get one of you, and then do we get another Chowie warrior in there? Yeah, they are pretty cheap. If I lose this game, I will bring the shittiest meme build. I'll bring not the worst. Okay, I'll bring a build that's Mimi in the next round. Something that's absolutely bananas, and you guys will love every second of it. But I still want to try and compete in this tournament. So yeah, that's gonna be the case here. All right. So what other abilities do we have? Curse of Hashit. Yeah, that's probably not very good. Ita Chutu Hashit. Oh. All right. So that's fine as a contingency piece. We saw Granite Guard are pretty good at, you know, putting stopping power down. Blunderbusses are actually good in this matchup. A couple of them. As far as the reinforcements go, let's see. He's ready before me this time, sending a message that he is here to play. Okay, then we get 2 of these. So how much do I have left here? I have a bit. The Kadai were actually good. I didn't hate them last game. The Fireborn were able to bunker bust a couple positions very effectively. Like, what about a cheap flyer character just to disrupt? I feel like that's useful. Like a single Great Taurus or something, just to like keep the Jade Lions honest. Keep them from going too bananas in your lines. All right. Yeah, it's a different build. I felt like earlier we won maybe because we microed better, but hopefully this build will be more effective. Yeah, here we go. Best change to the patch? Oh man, I don't know. There's a bunch of good changes. I mean, the nerfs to the OP stuff is always like top of my list for what I enjoy the most, right? Yeah, that's pretty big. Only melee build? Ikit is going to be OP. You think so? Haven't seen too much Gave in action. Dwarfs of the Darklands are good allies. They forge towards... Oh, okay. Kurgan Champion of Khorne. Yeah. Giving me some flavor text. Yeah, Drazhoath will be... I did bring him. I brought him on foot. So he's going to be foot Hoath, the Ashen. I feel like he'll be disruptive against Cathay infantry lines and a bit of a small target. Hopefully he wasn't watching my stream. And because if he brings a Celestial General, I could be in some trouble. I don't really have good answers for it. So I'm hoping he wasn't watching the stream. So we'll see. You need the brain implant to improve your micro. Yeah, that's going to happen someday. There's going to be like esports with like brain implants and shit. That's going to be bonkers, man. Kadai and Dreadquake combo. There's nothing that can stop it. Yeah, that's right. So, yeah, we got our plans. We got our big scheming. So we're going to get you guys here, and then you guys can advance up and grab these 2 objectives. All right, so then we got big Drazhoath. He is ready to go. All right, so we're going to get a couple of you guys in the trees. Yes. 2, and then Drazhoath is going to lead the Laborer army here. So he's going to lead them out in the more or less open field. You don't want to take Cathay on in the open field. You want to like fight them with like the terrain. It's typically the best spot for that. And we do have some Chowie warriors, so I'm going to maybe send one shielded Chowie warrior to go hold objective 3 for a minute. And then the rest of the boys are going to come through here and come through here. Okay. Looking good. Looking good. All right. I just have Flames of Asgore, which is just going to pretty much one-shot whatever it hits, hopefully. Are Skull Crushers better against anything compared to the train? Skull Crushers? You mean like the Khorne unit? Yeah. Melee Drazhoath. If you resummon a Demon Smith, does it refresh its Reforge count? Yeah, it does. Yeah, so you can do that. You can do that. All right, let's get this party started. Good luck, have fun to Martinius. And we're going to roll up and get this objective. He deployed in the right spot for sure. He definitely did. So we're going to just waddle on over here. And, oh, I totally forgot about these guys, by the way. So they're just going to go Spec Ops here. Grab this objective right away. And, yeah, we're going to see. I mean, I might miss Astrogoth for sure. Where are these dwarves? I know I had 2 of them here. So they're going to come, like, camp out right there. And then the rest of the army is going to kind of waddle up this way. We'll put you in control group 4. Hopefully we can at least grab this objective. He brought a final transmutation caster this time. All right, that's cool. So let's fan out, fan out. We'll just kind of poke a little bit, just, you know, keep him honest. He brought, oh, Miao Ying. Okay, very different build. Very different. So we'll go grab. We want to get the objectives early and just kind of play a cheeky objective game as long as we can. We're also going to leave a couple dwarves in the trees here, the dreaded forest dwarves, and they're gonna try and hang on to that. Yeah. See, so we could just kind of poke all day here, keep him from getting up on the point, buy some time, and we grab this one, and then we just kind of start circling around his army and stuff. All right. Yeah. So this is great. I mean, hey, we're getting free damage. You know, we're not taking any damage back, so what's not to love? Cannons are going to hurt, though. What do I have in reinforcement? So I do have the Bellator's character. I do have the artillery, which I could call out and just kind of keep it in this corner. So maybe we just, like, call this bad boy out. Just park it right there. Yeah, that's going to be nice. All right, so we do get that point, which is awesome. And now we just hide out here, basically. Yeah, we're going to, like, hide you guys in the trees there. So he is getting the capture weight on that. He's moving up. Let's see if we could snipe that alchemist a little bit. And let's get the Death Streaker to start shooting, and we're going to start putting firepower into the Lion there. The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe all up in this game. But we do have a big points advantage already, right? So that's what it's all about. That is what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. Let's sneak you around that way. All right, so how's it looking? I'm more awake now. I'm feeling slightly more alert. So let's see what's cooking. Let's pull back this way. We don't want to just eat that firepower. And yeah, rockets are hitting the Lion. His Lion is getting dunked on a little bit. So there we are. And what's going to be coming out of the woods? I don't know if anything will. All right, let's pull you guys in. Let's get these dwarfs up here. And we just hold down this line. We're just going to be hanging out here. We have our artillery shooting here. And we have some Chaos Dwarves guarding it. Draz Hoeth is at the ready. And it's all good. We're getting shot a little bit. You can see the Celestial Lion's having a bad time. So let's move around here. Keep these guys ready to go. Let's go move in. I think we can engage a little bit. I don't want to just get shot for free, right? So we're gonna move up and party, and let's get you and you to press the outside here. So we're gonna go that way. And here we go. All right, so we did miss, which is great. Let's go look for openings in the formation. Pull you guys around the outside. Draz Hoeth is gonna go here, and you can see his Lion is already getting smashed up pretty bad, which is really, really good to see. And here comes the rush. We got the 2 dwarves guarding that objective. Might be too much. I think we can maybe pull one of these guys up to help out. And let's see if we can like weave through the seam here and get onto the goodies. All right, so Draz Hoeth is here. And now he's going to do a Flames of Asgore right on top of that thing's face. See if we can take it down. And we're going to go... Oh, he moves. I think he was literally just trying to reform, but did we get him? Yeah, the Flames of Asgore should be quite helpful here. All right, Sneaky Gits are going to do that. Actually run out that way to create an opening for these guys, and then we could just like weasel through, although I don't see too many openings here. So let's go get on that cannon there. All right, so the Flames of Asgore did okay. Unfortunately, we kind of missed, which feels bad. We do have a big Lion going over there, but that's why we brought the bull versus the Lion. All right, let's see how this goes. So Draz Hoeth is doing it. We're going to go ahead and juke and get on the cannons here, and you go out this way. You guys come under here. So let's get these laborers to go right there. You come through here, and we need to get on these cannons if we can. So we're going to just be chasing there. Maybe we'll get a little something. You never know. These hobos are going to be running away, and we need to go ahead and start battling these Jade Warriors here. Really nice final transmutation. We're very bunched up there, so that's a nice catch. That's quite painful for us. Okay, let's do this, do that, and did we get anything sneaky around there? We did. The bull is doing quite well, and I believe his Lion is close to dying, and we do have the objective advantage. Oh, totally forgot about these units, the dreaded tactical reserves. So, yeah, the Sneaky Gits are fighting their hearts out. Do we have another Flame Strike? I don't know if we do. Flames of Asgore, we'll see what kind of damage it does against like loose formation. I actually don't have any idea. So we're going to park you guys here and get these Sneaky Wolf Riders going there. You guys come back here and fight them. And yeah, maybe we can get into the backfield. So far, though, we're hanging in there pretty well, I would say. It's going okay. The damage value is closer than you would think. And it looks like the Flames of Asgore actually did do good damage. And the Death Shrieker, let's get it back in the tree line. And we can call out the Granite Guard now. Let's get the Granite Guard. Let's do them and have them blast the big Celestial Line there. He might not be watching, so we're going to see if we can, punish him for it. All right, so through here. And do we have any more dwarves laying around? We do, so we can, come up here with some more infantry and try and hold for a little bit longer. Let's go around the outside, try and lure units wherever we can. And the skirmish cav, we need to lock back. Let's move you up. And Draz Hoeth could just die to one of the dragons for sure. Let's get these guys to just force path back here. And hopefully Draz Hoeth can live a little bit longer. Thankfully, he's like dirt cheap though, so even if we lose him, it's not a huge deal. And the Granite Guard isn't going to get this thing down. All right, let's retreat back. Let the Granite Guard get the KO Last Samurai on that guy. And you guys shoot into the Peasant Horsemen. You guys move up here. And do we get on top of the cannon? It looks like we do. Drazhoath is unfortunately out of magic. Yeah, he doesn't have enough for that. So if he dies, he dies. You know, it is what it is. Probably reinforcing my back point is going to be the play. So let's go ahead and reinforce that. Like so. Skirmishers are still hanging, and we do get on top of the cannon. So one cannon is fully offline here. Let's get you back there to hunt these guys down. I suspect that cannon's going to die, and it looks like we did get his beastie taken care of. So now we can get the Death Shrieker to start shooting at what? Spray fire mode out on the Jade Warriors, I think, is 100% going to be the option here. All right, let's get this and this. We're going to need to reinforce. Let's pull you guys back down this way. Drazhoath is just kind of trolling back here, which is fine. We do manage to get that, and we have some sneaky gets coming here. So great. That's going to be some backfield pressure. So now let's waddle in some Infernal Guard, some like elite units to make sure we don't lose this objective. And we need to park on here with more stuff. Yeah, we need to maintain that capture weight while we can, because we don't quite have a triple cap situation yet, right? So that's a little tough. Let's get you guys waddling up. So we do have some capture weight coming, and the Death Shrieker is softening up that objective, which is nice. And do we have anything there? Yeah, we're probably losing this game harder than we lost the last one. So I think we got to go back to the drawing board on the builds. It doesn't seem to work super well here. All right. So a lot of great weapons there. We got our Haggard Horsemen. And we can get our sneaky gets to come up here too. So let's get those guys waddling here. With Drazhoath dying, leadership is going to be a problem. I think you just go Bale Taurus, right? That just seems like it's just the better play. We could start shooting Miao Ying with the Death Shrieker, but is it even worth it? I don't know. Yeah, sure. Let's start softening her up. Maybe it'll do a little something. So we got some mobility coming in. Let's see if they're going to come for me this way. As far as the back point goes, do we have anything good here? I do have the Infernal Guard, so maybe they can get there in time. Maybe. These are Jade Lancers, so a little frightening. And oh, that freaking lion is still alive? Are you serious? All right, let's swarm the Jade Lancers and get you up there and maybe do something here. Yeah, we're going to get some big shots here, so let's just Last Samurai them. Granite Guard, can you shoot? There we go. All right, so that's not bad. And then we rear charge them here and try and break them down. Oh, that's what happened. I didn't see that stupid freaking lion came back and killed my cannon. Oh, I just lost the game because of that. Okay. Because there still would have been a chance otherwise, but if I had the artillery online, but now, yeah, I don't think so. I think we're cooked. Damn, dude. It's like the little things like that, you know, when you're not paying attention, they creep up on you and give you the grief. Yeah, that lion came back with like no HP. I thought he was shattered. I saw his icon looked kind of gray and he was running, but he was not shattered. So, yeah, we paid the price because of that. Let's move up there. Can we even Helm's Deep? Is there any chance of coming back in this game? I mean, do we win on just one? I don't think we do. So let's get you guys getting in there, and I think we're hanging in there. Yeah, I didn't see that. Drazhoath kind of got karate chopped. He did. It feels bad. It feels bad, man. So we do get those guys taken offline, and his dude back there, man, I wish I had seen that. A couple Chaos Dwarf Warriors doing it. Let's go see if we could ride this way. I mean, what can we possibly do, right? We have this objective. Let's get these Infernal Guard in there. I mean, I'm not as far behind in value as you think. You know, I like to never say die, so we're going to try. We're going to get our mobility, and we're going to go hunting here and see if we can do a little something. So let's get you up this way, you up this way. A couple Infernal Guard are rolling up on the point. And is he coming for this point? I think he is, but I do have invisible units there, so maybe we'll be okay. Let's ride that way. Dwarf Warriors can close the distance there. And yeah, because, man, if I still had those online, it'd be freaking sweet. Let's go guard mode and just try and rip some shots here in the fourth quarter. What other shooting can I get? Can I just get some blunderbuss? I think I only brought one blunderbuss. Yeah, resummoning Drazhoath was a objectively worse pick here too. He was not great. He was not as effective as our other pick. That is for damn sure. But now your heart is. The line wasn't shattered, but now my heart is, dude. You are so correct. All right, so looking around, seeing what opportunities we have. Do we call out another Infernal Guard unit? I mean, we have time to value trade, right? We have a lot of time to value trade, so let's just try and not hemorrhage too much. We do see the Lion is out here, the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe all up in here. I could call this in, but I don't have any like true anti-large to deal with that. So I'm just gonna call this in, do this, and try and blast this stupid Celestial Lion in the face. One last act of vengeance. One last act of vengeance to rule them all. All right, let's come behind these guys. The Infernal Guard are doing okay, but without Drazhoath, they're probably gonna die. All right, you guys move in. Let's fight here. And what are these? These are Jade Lancers, so we can reinforce. And do we get the Lion, or is it just gonna live? It might just live. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's not very accurate. That was a mistake. Do I rear charge him? I think calling anything in there is going to be tough. The Infernal Guard are Giga Chad holding. You know, they're pretty cool. We do have the sneaky gets here. Those are Celestial Dragon Guard too, mind you. They're no Mirror Guard. They are the Celestial Dragon Guard. Yeah, those infantry are grinding. On the back point, he does get back here. Do I have anything cool I can call in? Yeah, sure, why not? It's just a short warrior unit. Why the hell not? We're going to try and get you and just kite with this. I believe our Granite Guard are fully dead. Yeah, they're being chased. If they were to come back, it would be a bit of a problem for my opponent. So let's call you back in here. Let's get you guys going into shooting mode and put a little bit of firepower into these guys. The Infernal Chads are still grinding away. And we'll just kind of keep fighting. Maybe we can get that damn lion off the battlefield. I don't know. Should have just... Yeah, it was also another blunder calling that in. I thought it would just one-shot that guy, but he held better than I thought. Okay, so looking around here. Yeah, Drazhoath's just freaking... Every time I bring him, I'm disappointed. It's just such a bummer. I guess on his Cinder Breath, he would have been better. Like on his big beast, right? Because the Cathay cannons aren't the hardest to shut down. You know, you can definitely shut them down. Let's keep those guys fighting here. These Infernal Guards still going hard, man. Yeah, they're grinding through this Cathay battle line, but they're going to get surrounded and killed here for sure. That was an emotional decision. You're so right, it was. You're so right. All right, these Dwarf Warriors are going to move up. Do I have anything I can do? I mean, I don't win on just one, right? At this point, I don't believe I do. So maybe we just... What do we call in? He's got so much stuff left on the battlefield. He's so healthy. We could call in another Death Streaker. Why not? They've been dying in droves. We might as well just add another one to the repertoire. So, yeah, he's going to reach 1,000 before I reach 1250. I figured he would be like Drazhoath would be durable. That's for sure. But no, he was not up to the task. Okay, let's call you in. Just get these guys rolling. I mean, Drazhoath could be called in too, just so he can be even more of a disappointment. He's consolidating on the point. What can I do? I'm down. How much value? Yeah, I'm down quite a bit. Let's get these great weapons waddling over here. Do a little bit of shooting here. We have some mobility. His gun line is partially online. I think I put too much respect on the gun line too, because Iron Hills, they're going to struggle to get good lines of sight. I should maybe have just ignored them. All right, so we can get the Death Streaker, and then we can call in a Blunderbuss to protect it, right? So these guys are coming. We'll see if we can force any mistakes here from him. Maybe. So let's get you guys up on the point. And the Death Streak rocket launcher, we'll call in here in a minute and maybe finish off. Man, if we just had killed that lion, I think we have a chance of winning. So sneaky it is. So sneaky. All right. You ready for round 3 of the gun line? How about round 10? All right. So the Infernal Guard will be able to hold this point. We have a little bit of time left. Not too much. Here comes the Heat-Seeking Rocket of Doom. All right, Crowmen are going for the back, but we should be able to summon a defender before that becomes an issue. Are the Infernal Guard going to make it? I don't know if they will. Sadly, I don't think they're going to. Is that going to hit? Come on. Come on. Oh, those things usually hit. Curse the Baggins. All right, so do we summon Drazhoath to strike fear into the heart of my opponent? Like, Astrogoth is so much better. So much better. Yeah, it's a shame. All right, so let's move into these guys. And for the rest of the troops here, what are we going to do? You guys waddle up to this point. The Death Streaker maybe screens out his dudes. The Infernal Guard Fireglaves or Fire Guard maybe get that point eventually. Drazhoath will be out soonish. We have the dual great weapons heading that way. And the rockets are advancing up to screen out his boys. Let's see if these can grind the Infernal Guard. It would have been cool to maybe do like a big Infernal Guard line too. What do we want to get? Any goblins are basically going to die instantly because Drazhoath died so quickly that they're not going to be very useful here. The Infernal Guard, Infernal Guard, great weapons, pretty cool. I think they should be able to hold here. Did we get Drazhoath to waddle up? Oh my god, it finished the recharge and I was clicking on Drazhoath. Oh, that feels bad. Well, honestly, could be worse choices. All right, that thing's going to break, right? All right, now let's switch on to his lord here. The Infernal Guard Chads are maybe going to be able to chew through those guys eventually. The bull, I guess, isn't the worst thing in the world. Let's get you guys coming up for a little cap weight. Whatever, we're desperate at this point. Okay, so the bull is gonna go. Yeah, let's go after Miao Ying here. Surely Chad Draz. Yeah, he was one of the weak links this game, 100%. Aside from my own blunders of not paying attention, he was definitely a problem. All right, so Miao Ying's taking the Death Streakers pretty good. Yeah, you see, like the shooting there isn't even that scary, really, right? Yeah. At this point, I think it's going to take... I mean, eventually he might knock these Jade Warriors off, but it's going to take like 5,000 years for him to do that. Let's have you go after this, maybe. Okay, sneakies are coming. Yeah, let's not waste our opponent's time. GG, well played. So yeah, he adjusted very well. Much better build than he brought last time, and we made our build worse. GG. Drazzy. I was talking to him like, oh, so bad. Well played. Yeah, so the lion was cool. We nuked him though. I think the lion was easy to take down. Drazhoth still got 1,000 value, I suppose. So he almost paid for himself, but still, you can't really afford to lose your lord. You know, it's rough. Okay, so next game, you guys are going to get the most crunk shit you could possibly imagine. It's going to be wild. All right, so I think we're about done with the round. Yes. So let me start scheming the big business. What can we do? But Chaos Dwarves do feel better for sure this patch. I mean, I'm not playing super well tonight, but they feel better. The buffs are nice. All right, so if I were to actually play a real sweaty build against Cathay, I think you do go with Astrogoth. Because he can just Flamestorm. It's more cost effective. You bring the Black Hammer so he can fight SEs. He can definitely fight the Dragon characters. And then I think, do we go Shield? Maybe Shield is better than Great Weapon here. Like a wide shield line. The archers were actually pretty effective too. The Infernal Guard are going to get cannoned. So if you're doing that, you're going to just get cannoned. We'll get the Wolf Rider Spears. And the Orc Laborers or something. I don't know if they're worth it at 250. 9,000 HP. Yeah, they do have 10,000 HP, which is quite a bit. I felt like they were decent. And then we get a couple archers. I think the archers were very good last game. Yeah, like a starting build like this is for sure the way. The train build, it could. Yeah. Drazhoth needs to be babysitted. But the problem is the things that you would babysit Drazhoth with would be weak against cannons. So that's a scary. All right. Yeah, they do work also. Cool. GG to my opponent. Well played. And let's see how we're looking for round 4. And we'll be casting these semis in the grand finals to see who wins. You took down the Thunder Barge? Oh, nice. You gotta send me that replay, man. Let me tell my opponent to report score. Okay, perfect. Yeah, you could also cut the archers and do something like this. You could do a double shielded Bull Centaur rush. This style of play is pretty good against Cathay. 3 Kadai destroyers. I think you can only bring a couple or one. Yeah, they're limited to one. Sadly, is anyone playing Bretonia tonight? I have no idea. I do not know. I do not know, my friend. There might not be any Chad Bretonians. I wonder how they're doing this season. By the way, let's see. Bretonia so far has they're 0-5 this season. Vampire counts are 5 and 12, so people are bringing the vampire counts up. Empires, you know, it'll normalize after a couple weeks. You'll see the true stats at that point. Bretonia is having a rough start for sure. I mean, they just got nerfed. I think Bretonia got nerfed because of the land battle, folks. I think they struggle with Grail Knights and Hippo Knights in land battle, so they called for nerfs on those, which is rough. Yeah, because in Dom they are not bad at all. So for anybody, does anybody here actually watch land battle consistently? Are Grail Knights and Hippogriff Knights actually that big of a problem that they warranted losing like 1,000 HP? Because that seems like a really, really heavy-handed hammer on a faction that feels mid at best. The amount of work and micro you need to have to make those units work feels like, yeah, I don't know. I feel like they didn't need it, but again, I'm not in touch with like land battle. And that is a bit of an issue, right? When you have 2 game modes being bounced around. I don't really mind because I don't play Bretonia, but I do feel bad for Bretonian players. Are the Skullcrackers? Skullcrackers are, yeah, they're better sometimes. I think Hippo might be, but not sure about Grails. Hippos for sure. Okay, that makes sense, yeah. I can see Hippos getting nerfed, but Grail Knights, were they that problematic? I mean, they're expensive, you know? Grails are too strong? Okay, fair play. Fair play then. Hey, Hosky, thank you, man. The lady, she weeps. Yeah, she's weeping right now. Definitely some dark times for old Bretonia, but you need to be pretty good to play them. That's the thing. I think like newer players pick them up and they're really hard, but yeah, they're a fun faction. Okay, Puggington and Scrambled Egg are duking it out. Let's see how everybody's doing. Oh, Outer Region, are you undefeated as well, or did you win your next 2 games? Okay, you're pretty close to making top 4, it looks like, you and Tim. Tim also lost a game. Who beat Tim? I don't know. You watch a lot of it, but you couldn't tell me about Bretonian bounce. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think of the last time I've seen Bretonia just crushing it. We had our faction war, and I felt like the Bretonian player was like outplaying most of his opponents, but even still, the games were close. Just lost to Ogres. Yeah, Ogres are decent. They got Grease's buff this last patch, guys. You better put some respect on that. It's tough. Yeah, I think against Cathay, the way to play is just to stuff them back, like go really wide and push harder than I was. Like meet them on that objective and not let them have it easy. Like armor check them. Yeah, with the Bull Centaur renders and all that good stuff. Girls are able to move freely and wait because of the points don't force engagements. Yeah, makes sense. You're ready for the Age of Mythology FFA? Soon, very soon. I'm super hyped on Total War right now because we just got our new patch. Hopefully we'll get our new update soon. Nice, Harrison. Good job, man. Beating Tim is no easy feat. He is a mighty foe indeed. Okay, it looks like the brackets are up for the 3rd round? No, it's the same ones. Okay, 4th round. Looks like the ogres are coming to get you this tourney, dude. I know. Well, I just had to battle Cathay twice. I did. You know who's really good at Chaos Dwarves actually is Hitman Hippo. I'd be curious to see him playing some SFTs with him. See what kind of witchcraft he can work. No way I'm beating him twice. Yeah, Tim, well, usually when you beat someone in an SFT and then you have to play them again, almost every time I feel like the person on the other side comes back and wins. It's a weird curse. Like the curse of the rematch is a real thing in Total War competitive. Yeah. What's the score? We're losing tonight. We went 1 and 2. I mean, we might win our last game and go 50-50, which is going to be my goal, but we're also going to be memeing a bit and trying out some new combos. That's been, you know, we tried a Kadai Destroyer earlier. It was a really good game against a top tier player. Really close. Yeah, Scrambled and Pug are still battling. Jeez. Yeah, Grease, this is really bad. They need to just give him a really impactful ability. Like a rampage, not like a rampage snare, like something like that, right? That's what needs to happen. Scrambled Egg and Pug having the Duel of Fates. All right, looking good. And perfect. Yeah, let's see what other builds we could kind of scheme up against Grand Cathay. Yeah, I think you could even armor check them like this. Cathay would probably not like this at all. Like if you just went full Unga Bunga and just got like a Flamestorm and the Black Hammer and cut these abilities. Do you know how hard it would be for Cathay to get through all this like armor and HP? And then you could even just saturate in like some laborers, because this is going to take them like 5 years to get you off the objective. Although grabbing the objectives right away is very valuable, so probably you cut a couple of them and get some skirmish cav, like what we were doing before. That felt like it was pretty good. But yeah, something along these lines would be good in this game mode. They need to give Greases a fart that knocks everybody back. That would be good, yeah. Grail Knights, I think, lose to Demis 1v1. Really, wow. Yeah, Grails are faster, right, than Demis, and they also are better against infantry. Like, Demogryph Knight Halberds are terrible against infantry, whereas Grail Knights are good against everything, basically. So there's an interesting juxtaposition of there, you know. The AoE fart idea would be good for Greases, yeah. It would be. The fart of doom. All right, we got the next round, and we got Jay. All right, Jay is going to be the recipient of the party. And let's go ahead and close out the Chaos Dwarves. All right, so Jay, I think it's this player here. Yes. We're up. I don't know what they're playing, but we're about to find out. And the map for the last round is... Let's find out together. Okay, Faction War 3.1, Late Night SFT. Okay, so the map is what? Where's the maps? It is going to be the Road to Talabheim. It's a very open map, very, very open. So, you know, gun line is very strong here. All right, there we are. Let's get it. And where's Jay? Is he on the way? Hopefully he's not AFK. I can go look at his declaration and I'll just start building. Okay, I've been pinged. Find your opponent. Okay, where's Jay? Here he is. In DMs. I will. Jay says hi to you guys. All right. So Skaven. Okay. The problem is Skaven, there's only one really... Skaven hard counter Chorf's really hard unless you play this one playstyle, which is tricky. But I want to do something fun. You know, I want to do something real crazy for you guys. It's hard, though, because I also don't want to just get crushed, because that's not fun. Okay. So we will go ahead and assemble the elector counts. Yes. So who are we going to get? Zoltan unfortunately sucks here. Evil Skaven schemes. Road to Talipime. The rats to Talipime. Oh boy. Do we? I promised you guys something funny, so we got to do something funny. We can't just can't blue ball you like that. All right, so the Lord choice is what? Probably a Sorcerer Prophet. Yeah, I think is the only viable Lord choice here. I'm gonna mix in. I'm gonna do something really weird that would probably be unexpected for our beloved little Skaven friend. Okay, so that looks good. And aside from this, Skaven hate this one trick. They do. They do. They hate this one trick. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, I want it so bad. Okay, whatever. You guys are just evil, dude. Yeah. Can't believe you've talked me into this. Oh, God, I'm just going to get wrecked. I'm going to get freaking obliterated. Whatever, I don't care anymore. I'm done. We're doing it. So let's get Homeboy. Let's cut all of his abilities here. And we can go ahead and get you on this. Yes, 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 and yes. No, we're going to meme it. Yeah, who cares? We can't qualify. I don't, whatever. You know, I can win a tournament another day. Okay, so let's get these guys. As far as the rest of the army goes, we probably are going to want to get some of these to trade into the old rat people. Yes. The Destroyer dreams on. Oh, the Destroyer could happen. We could do a little... I mean, I'm going full just Haggard mode here, so... It is what it is, you know? It is what it is. So, do we want to put him up on a mount of some sort? Probably a good idea. I actually have a more fun idea. Okay. Then we get a couple laborer units, I guess. Yeah, and this guy, I would love to put him on a mount, but I can't afford anything, so... We're just in the pits right now, guys. Let's go ahead and get a Great Taurus here. Well, no, we already have you. We don't need that. And we can get this for a little karate chopping. And probably a couple of these guys just to move up and give us a proper battle line. All right, so, yeah. This is either going to be a horrible, horrible massacre. There's a chance I could just crush them, too. It depends. Really, really depends. All right, let's get this guy. Yeah, I like that. All right, you dirty dog. Let's get this party started. Let's have some fun. I'll be right back. Flames of Asgore and weapons teams. Oh, yeah. It's not bad. It's not bad. I mean, I think what I have is probably better, but, you know. You could try that. I think it's more in flavor to do this, so we're going to do this. Okay. Great. And we have the item. We do, and we have that. All right, right on, guys. I'll be RB. I'm readied up. Hopefully my opponent is ready to go as well. This is a very, very heavy meme build, though. Yeah, very heavy duty. Damn, homie's doing the big thinking here. Looks like he's not ready yet. He's still scheming in the shadows. Yes, I think that's fine. Now, why does that guy cost so much money? What did I do wrong on here? Oh, I forgot to cut these items. Man, okay, I just found myself 400 more gold. This guy's, he's done for now. He is in big trouble. Cool. The huge rat brains. Yeah, he's doing some big thinking here. I don't know what sort of big thinking he's on, but yeah, you'll never know. Destroyer should be left at home. Yeah, the destroyer here is probably not great, but yeah. We're not doing a... I know how to beat Skaven in tournaments with Chaos Dwarves. I know the build. It's basically you mass Hobgoblin shields, you back them with Chorf Warriors, and you spam Labors and Hobgoblin Archers, and you have a foot Sorcerer Prophet. You go super wide and just pin them back, and typically you can outtrade them with Burning Heads and things like that. That's like the meta way to deal with the rats. Tretch would not be good here for him. No. Tretch would not be good at all. Invest the 400 gold into a 401k. Yeah. Yep. I think the rest of the build looks pretty decent though. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good. Probably thinking 2 or 3 Warp Lightning Cannons. Yeah, that'd be fine. I'm down for the Warp Lightning Cannon party. I think I have answers for Warp Lightning. Maybe. This map does have some weird deployments and things like that. Are you going to do any tourneys in which multiple lords are allowed? Probably not, no. Yeah. It doesn't interest me too much. I like, you know... Let's see, what the wildest tournament format we might do is like ultra funds, like huge army conquest battles. Like 2v2 tournaments would be fun, I think, thematic. The Grand Alliances format was very fun, where we had people have to play like lore-friendly matchups. Where are the Chorf Doom Wheels? Well, I'm bringing the closest thing to a Chorf Doom Wheel that you can bring, Romulan. Don't worry. It is upon us. The time is now. Good luck. Good luck to you as well. Yeah. The boy is going to watch. He is. Harrison, shouldn't you be in a game right now, or did you get a buy round? What's going on? Or are you waiting for your opponent to build? Okay, so this is the plan, ladies and gentlemen. We have the Dreadquake Mortar being towed by the Flamethrower train. So it is just pure destruction, basically. And what can we do here? We can do a little bit of this, do a little bit of that. All right, looks fine. And for the core units, we have our Sorcerer Prophet as well as our Demon Smith for Reforge, because we need to be able to heal that thing, right? All right, so let's get this and this, and you guys can be in 2. You, buddy, are going to want to roll up with the characters. And let's do 3, actually 4 and 5 and 3. This is probably going to be a disaster. You guys wanted the Dreadquake, right? That's what you wanted, so you're going to get it. You guys are going to get it. The Dreadquake did get a 200 gold price reduction. That 200 gold is clearly going to win me this game. I painted one of these in tabletop, the Iron Demons. Oh my god, it's a nightmare to paint. There's so much trim and just like machine parts and stuff. Ugh. I think Scrambled had the drop. Oh, got it. Okay. Oh, I get you. Okay. I get you. All right, so we're going to go ahead and maybe work over here out of the gates. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Come on, buddy. I know you're ready. Although he's deploying 15 rats. So understandably, that's going to take a while. So take your time, man. Take your time. Yeah, we got the Chorf train, man. Hopefully we'll be able to get some value out of it before it dies. Skaven weapon teams, yeah, they're probably pretty excited here. Sorry, I didn't mean to ready up quickly on him. I'm used to the quicker ready ups. Should be fine. My build isn't like high pressure or anything, so he'll be a-okay. Oh, forgot the deploy unit. You gotta love it. All right, he's got Queek Head Taker. Very cool. Let's move you up. Get you in the trees, and you, buddy, can go up and grab this one. You guys are going to come out here and get this, and... Oh, my God. Oh, he's in trouble. Oh, he did a melee rush. Oh, no. That's like the one thing my train is good against. Oh, no. You poor soul. He was trying to mind game me, it looks like, and the mind game's maybe going to come back to bite him. I'm not sure, but this could be... Depending on what he has, this could be absolute destruction. Yeah, this could be really rough. All right, so we're going to come charge these guys. We do get that objective, and now we got the characters waddling. And the pain train, we're going to keep it going. So he did a melee rush against me. Oh, no. Oh, he does have some shooting. Okay, good. So he's not defenseless. Okay, great. I was, like, worried he didn't have anything there, so... Yeah, so we're going to just kind of pull back this way. He does have some shooting for the pain train. He's not completely helpless. All right, so let's go full tilt. You guys are going to waddle up on this point, hopefully control that. In the meantime, you guys can ride around the outside and get this. I'm saving up for the Kadai Destroyer, by the way, in case you were wondering. So we're going Full speed ahead, baby. All right, let's go. The pain train is engaged. Okay, let's go hunt these guys down, and you can go through the seam over here, and you wolf riders can just kind of chill here and shoot these guys down. Let's come here. We can kill the wolf rats first, actually. Totally fine. The pain train is coming, though, one way or the other. So now we're going to do fire at will and just start nuking everything. All right, so there's the goodness. So we're going to go over there. Oh! The pain train's coming. It's coming for blood, baby. It's on its way. All right, so let's get this, and let's get our character waddling over this way. And maybe we can squeeze through there. The pain train is coming. He knows the end is nigh. All right, so we get this, and the pain train is going to go shut those down, and we almost have enough for the destroyer, so let's get the destroyer to come. All right, so now we got the destroyer, and let's get on the natty boobos here. Oh, Dreadquake! Let's go! All right. So let's do this, do a little bit of burning head action, although we have Flames of Asgore, so we could just roast those guys. Why the hell not? And we're going to keep kind of getting that pain train here. Yeah, his wolves are not going to protect him, unfortunately. They're not going to get the job done. So we do get back there with the pain train. You can come back here and screen these guys out. We do get the Flames of Asgore, and the Kadai Destroyer is now going to head to the middle. Oh, yes, Anakin, good. So they should be completely routed off now. Yeah, we want to make sure they're just like broken and shattered and everything before we run away there, because if they come back, it's a bit of a problem. Although, yeah, let's just stay right on top of those guys. All right, so these are going to be what? Storm vermins. Okay, interesting. So the destroyer is going to come. We do get caught by some random ninja rats over there, so that's very scary. And yeah, that should finish that should shatter them, right? Yeah, it should. Okay, so now we're going to pull back to the middle. We got Queek Headtaker coming in, and we're going to get the destroyer to jump on that bad boy. Meanwhile, you just keep running, and we maintain the capture weight here. So let's get some mobility coming up. All right. Awesome. The pain train's on its way back, and we need to make sure they stay off. You're going to keep coming back here, and Queek Headtaker probably going to get dominated pretty hard. We're about to get another Flames of Asgore too, so let's actually just farm ranks. You guys come there, and oh, from downtown! From downtown, baby! Let's go. Let's get it. All right, we don't have enough WOM for that at the moment, so we need to get Queek before he kills my lord, because he will. All right, so Queek is going to attack my lord here. Let's go ahead and attack. Yeah, get you back. Very good. Keep you here, and we're going to waddle to the middle. We have these guys here ready to party. And now the Jezzails have come back as expected, so we're going to move over there and deal with that. And Collins here, let's go ahead and get the infantry moving up. So we're going to get the Laborer Corps moving and ready to go. Let's pull you guys back a little bit. Now we just win a big fight over here. I think we just kill Queek, and then we're all A-okay. So the Dread Train is back. Let's just run these guys over. So we're going to use full speed ahead and continue going with the pain train. Queek is dying to the Kadai Destroyer, which is not a surprise for anyone, I don't think. Let's call in mobility. Mobility can go. Hunt down the wolf rats here, and looking good. So the pain train has done it. We found the Natty Booba sharpshooters again. Now let's have you guys do this, and you turn around, get these wolf rats here, and now the Kadai Destroyer is going to get it done. Yes, my minions. Queek is no match for the mighty constructs of the Chowie Czar. So do we need the capture weight here? I don't know if we do. Flames of Asgore is off cooldown. I'm going to wait for like a bigger blob. So Queek is dead now. If he's actually truly broken, which I believe he is, yeah, he's probably going to naturally break here. So we can call this bad boy over there. All right, so the pain train is doing it. And yeah, absolute destruction so far. Let's shoot these guys. And the wolf rats do typically downtrade in a couple of those situations. And we can call some Chowie Czar infantry over here. Move them up to that objective. And now it is just party time. All right, so let's get our character. We don't need to use any sort of reforges quite yet. You guys can go there and get this, and you come here. This character can fight them. We chase down old Queek Headtaker, and the pain train is where? Okay, the pain train is clearing off, dude. Oh, I love this. This is bringing me such joy. It's the coolest thing in the game, I swear. It is. All right, so Queek should be routed here. My opponent's trying to save Queek, which is smart, but the Chad Destroyer is going to be a big issue. As far as our skirmishers go, how are we doing? Let's get you back there, get you back here, and the pain train needs to come back over here and just wreck these Vixtrans. Yeah, we need to get them off the table if we can. All right, let's get some sneaky gets. Come down here, and Queek is still, is he hanging? He is hanging, but we need to get that stinky rat off the battlefield 100%. And now this is where the Flames of Asgore is going to feast. Assuming he doesn't move, you guys ready? It's going to be a reckoning. All right, so I did lose one of those guys to the Vixtrans. You guys move in there. Oh, the Flames of Asgore, just the KO, the gods, nice. Queek is getting surrounded and chased. Let's go ahead and charge these guys real quick and get the other mobility piece to come over here after Queek. You come there, skirmishers here, and in the middle, the pain train has cleared out most of the threats. Full speed ahead. Okay, what are these, Skaven slaves here? It's time to nuke some of our own units. It's the way of things here. Okay, so Queek is off the battlefield. That's going to be like a mass route for the Skaven. The Destroyer has stabilized this objective. We do have some Ogres coming, but Ogres will get wrecked by a Kodai Destroyer pretty hard. We can reforge him. We will rebuild him again. All right, so they get routed. Let's get you here. And what else can we call in the back? Just get units. Just like we're ahead on value so hard, we just need to get units coming up. Yeah, all right, so the Chad Destroyer has done it with the Pain Train. Pain Train's about to run out of ammo, though, so there is that. Sorcerer Prophet, we can get him waddling this way, get you waddling this way. As far as the objective goes, we could just send some trash up there to hold it and do a little unsummoning here. Queek is chase off the battlefield, so he's going to route. Oh, yeah. Oh, right in the face, right in the Stormvermin face here. You gotta love it. Okay, those are actually good units, so we want to get the Pain Train over on top of the Blight Scabs. They just got buffed this patch, too, so certainly going to be a little bit better. And yeah, the characters can just rotate here. We can just bring these skirmishers over. It looks like there are some storm vermin coming here, so let's actually just charge them and we can fully surround them and then, you know, hammer them in the back. All right, so the Plague Pack is going to get karate chopped here. We have you guys. We're definitely going to be passing them on points here in a second. And the storm vermin, yeah, should be able to take them down, no problem. Probably Bull Centaurs for the next pick. Yeah, and the train should just kill these guys, I think. Especially if we call you over to help. Pretty cool, though. And like an elite Skaven build, so very fun. Do I have enough for Flames of Asgore? I do, so we're going to try and cook. And it looks like he's rolling up in the middle with some units here. Those are Vixtrans, so we could probably run them down. Their stats are pretty good, though. These Storm Vermin are very stalwart. They're holding very, very well. I'm surprised, actually. Blight Scabs is done. Pain Train's going to keep going. And, yeah, now we charge you. And we can pull some of you guys in, charge these guys down. Reinforce that objective with just some trash, whatever we can. We don't have a whole lot. Cool. So the big man is going to get these Storm Vermin, and the Pain Train can roll to the middle. We'll get these two characters fighting against the Ogres, which they should be able to get the job done. Pull some of them to the middle, and now we have that rock hard triple cap. So, by God, the Destroyer just picked Queek up and wrung him out like a wash. Yeah, he did, for sure. Yeah, I mean, of course, Queek is like a infantry, small foot character, so he's going to have a bad time there, you know? He's going to have a bad time. I think the Stormvermin actually lose that fight, so we're chilling. How are we looking here? We do get a break on the Ogres, which is nice. This is looking like a route here. I think we just take our party bus to the backfields. We can just kind of hang out here, and you guys can just run interference for now. Stormvermin going to be breaking in a second, and the party bus is going to go to the backfield. Yeah, we're getting back there. Look at them just running. As soon as the train... Oh, yeah, I keep forgetting it's the flamethrower train also, by the way. It has the flamethrower on the front, which is super metal. Skaven slaves are trying to get there. We do get the interference. And the Pain Train is going to be arriving. So is the Destroyer. And do we Flames of Asgore or something here? I don't know if we need to. Maybe back there. Get those guys cooked up. All right. So let's see what kind of damage we get here. Is he going to move? Oh, yeah, but not before it's a complete evisceration of those guys. All right, let's try this. Okay. Oh, this is so fun, dude. The rats love the fire. They do. Oh, man. Just instantly shattered that unit. Yeah, because the Lord is gone, right? So that's a big part of the problem for them. All right, and then let's do a little housekeeping on you as well. And let's see what else is going to get called out here. I think we're fine on this objective. Looks like it's just, you know, 2 of our units. We'll call in the big man. Just get some Bull Centaur renders to clean up any scraps laying around the battlefield. When memes become meta, yeah, maybe. How much value? 4,400. Oh shit. Yeah, that's something. We're looking at 1,400. He didn't have as many good farming targets, but the Destroyer is definitely better than it was before, which is one thing we can glean from tonight's stream, is that it is no longer like a meme unit. I think it actually will have a place in a lot of matchups for Chaos Dwarves, which is very exciting. And yes, let's go get these guys, and we're gonna roll over there. All right, let's see how much value we can get. All speed ahead, full steam. Oh, it's on cooldown. Okay. Okay, Bull Centaurs waddle over that way as well. Let's form ranks. You guys form ranks here. Move these archers back a little bit. And the dual centaurs, dual weapon, dual centaurs. That kind of makes sense, actually. Ogre's just gonna die. Yeah, should kill him pretty quick. The flamethrower train, I can't see the ammo on the flamethrower. Apparently it's like a whole different profile here. All right, let's go get those guys. Where's the Sorcerer Prophet? He's coming. So we just need to see where he's going to set up his infantry, and then we can just cook him with Flames of Asgore. Let's get the dual weapons on top of these guys and attack. And what is this in the woods? Skaven Slaves? Okay. The globes do good damage. They're definitely nasty. Definitely nasty. Let's go ahead and pull the train back this way. Or is he? Where is he coming from? Okay, yeah. We got another goodie over here. Run, flee for your lives. Yes, yes. Definitely time for a little bit of run, flee. Okay, so the destroyer chased them down. He's gonna go now. Here it looks like we've got the rats taken care of. This game's like 1,000,000% over, but it's time for fun. This is it's like Fade Rautha in Dune. Remember when he's like got the Fremen captured and he's like, oh, this is just for pleasure. The battle is won. This is just for pleasure. All right, let's roll through here and get these guys. Got a lot of resources. Just gonna chill though. Yeah, we're fine. All right, he's got some wolf rats. Just basically desperation sense here. How much value? Oh, 4,500. All right, it's kicking up there. The flamethrower scorching into the back of the plague monks. And what else? Sure, why not? Let's just send some things. Send all the things. Pain train's coming. Let's get this close up. Unfortunately, the Dreadquake's out of ammo. It's been out of ammo for a while. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Go Pain Train. The Kadai Destroyer just living in my opponent's backfield. And what are these? These Storm Vermin, Skaven Slaves? Yeah, let's do a Flames of Asgore right there. Should get the job done. That's a good cleansing rune though, for sure. My opponent's part. It's very nice. Alright. Let's go here. Flames of Asgore gonna cook up those rats. Nice and good. You guys arrive at that point. The Flame Train able to get it done. You know, interestingly enough, like my opponent's build, it seemed like it was designed to counter the meta Chaos Dwarf build. Like he had a lot of infantry stopping power to try and stop my Hobgoblin spam and Chorf Warrior spam, which is the meta. So if I had gone meta against him, it would have been a much harder game, I think. Unironically, my weird meme build kind of countered what he was doing. Yeah. There's a few remaining rat fugitives. Yeah, evil villain turn for sure. I do have an evil villain side. I like evil cackling. It's my favorite. He played well though, but it was a build loss. That still happens in Dom. It's less common, but GG. Tough build matchup. Yeah, my build just countered his build super hard. This would have been actually decent against like, because here's the thing: meta Chaos Dwarves, Queek kills the Footlord. The Storm Vermin and the Plague Monks rip apart the Hobgoblins and they take your objectives, right? So that would have actually been good. 664 kills, 4,700 value on the mortar train. Kadai got about 2,000. Yeah, and he had the Flensing Rune. Warp Lightning Cannon definitely would have been a good call in earlier, but it might have been hard to defend it. I don't know if he had the tools. Yeah. All right, so let's go to Total Tavern. We didn't qualify for top 4, but hey, at least we went 50-50 and had some fun while doing it. And we're going to go and cast these semis in the grand finals. Yes, so that should happen soon. Let's set that up. It's going to be 1-0. Bring in the Chaos Dwarves out to party. And that was the Skaven. All right. I send valuable Chaos Dwarves into combat when you can send the 2-story metal gorilla. Yeah. Yes. Rattling gun ROR Warp Lightning would be solid. Yeah, he was like telling me Rattling Gunners would have been brutal against my build. If he had brought a couple Rattling Gunners, it would have been really hard. I saw Durthu get 7k actually. Yeah, Durthu's nasty now. He got some big buffs, so he's looking like he's going to be a very, very serious menace. Okay. Let's see what's cooking. So, undefeated players so far. Scrambled Egg Special and the other spots are all up for grabs. I don't know what Scrambled Egg is playing. I think he's playing an Undead faction. He might even be Vampire Counts. Yes. I would have cried. He said he was going to go with Triple Jezzail, and then he changed his mind at the last second. I'm very glad he did. Triple Jezzail would be good too. Turn that was sheer fun and hilarious. I know, I'm surprised it worked, but he just, yeah, the build he brought was good against meta Chaos Dwarves, but not against what I brought. It was pretty rough. No one expects it. Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, I'm casting top 4. Of course, man. Of course. We got to show who the true Chads of this tournament are, not potato Chaos Dwarves over here. I definitely did not do Hash It proud. I mean, a little bit. You know, the bull is probably like mildly happy, but At least we got to see cool units. All right. Really excited to just play in more tournaments. Yeah, Warriors of Chaos rule. They got some buffs too, right? Kolek. Oh, Kolek got magic damage, which is awesome. Like Kolek Nurgle-caster, I think will be good in a lot of the demon matchups now too. I'll play Warriors of Chaos next time, Pone. Yeah, you. Oh no, you got it covered. Okay, you go for it. How many players left? So we got Scrambled Egg and wait, how does Scrambled Egg have 4 points? Oh, it's because of the buy round thing. Maybe they're gonna need to fix that. Bull has a little chub for using destroyers. That's right. Yeah. Oh my god. So one of the funniest things. Let me show you guys. Lost Kingdoms. Lost Kingdoms, Chaos Dwarfs. Lost Kingdoms, Chaos Dwarfs. So for my tabletop army, I play Chaos Dwarves, and the Bale Taurus character I use is from this company. It's a third-party company that has like a legally distinct Chaos Dwarves. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. These are the Berserker units. I think he's further back. I think he's on like page 5. These models are really good, by the way. Yeah, it's this guy. All right, so this is my Chaos Dwarf Sorcerer Lord I use, Sorcerer Prophet. And is there something? What do you guys notice about this model? Just take a look at it. All right. What do you guys notice about the model here? Your eyes, they burn. It's okay. I don't know how to put on dark mode, so I'm there. My eyes are burning too. No. All right. Take a look. What do you guys see in the model here? When I first saw it, when my friend 3D printed it for me, I was like, "What the hell is that?" Dude, look at that. Why is that there? It's got like a full-on shaft. Oh my god, it's so funny. Yeah, so I was so shocked when I saw that. I was like, that's probably gonna get my stream demonetized. Oh my god, I was laughing so hard when I saw it in person. So when I'm painting it in person right now, and I'm like, dude, I'm a 36-year-old man sitting here in my garage painting a miniature bulls just package, you know? Yeah. I know, but like Warhammer minis never have that. But again, it's third party, so dude, he's got a solid hog though. But for how big he is, it's kind of small, you know. But it is what it is. I'm painting it. I'm painting the shaft right now. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna make the bull's shaft. I'm gonna make it on fire. I'm gonna make the bull's shaft on fire, like a Bale Taurus like fire shaft. Oh god. Yeah, so I thought that was really funny. Yeah, he's asserting dominance. Yeah, that's right. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed the childish humor as always. I would be surprised though. Like one of my favorite streamers to watch sometimes. I can only handle it in short bursts because of the spam, but I really like to watch Artosis. Just seeing his reactions to some of the stuff that happens on his stream, but he still posts that stuff on YouTube and gets away with it. So if the bull shaft should be okay, you know. That's got to be tournament legal. It is going to be tournament legal, dude. You better watch out. I am going to go crush it in this tournament with that bull. Yeah, we'll post a picture for you guys to see. It'll be fun when it's done. Okay, top 4. How we looking? A couple games left. Only 3 games left, so it's been a pretty swift tournament here as we approach the 2.5 hour mark. The Artosis there. Oh my god, yeah. Artosis is great, man. He's a lot of fun. The 2 streams I watch on the regular are I watch Artosis and I watch Grubby. I watch Grubby's Warcraft. I love seeing high level Warcraft. And I watch Artosis just for the memes. Yeah, that shit's wild, by the way. Have you guys ever seen an Artosis stream before? It's like being on another planet. It's amazing. I just love everything about it. Show some OG Slanesh demons while we wait. No, I'm good. Those ones would probably get you karate chopped. Well, the 2, I mean, it's still pretty fast, all things considered, Harrison. Yeah, don't worry about it. I haven't watched Artosis in a while. It's pretty wild. Yeah, the Mario Luigi thing is still there, but they kind of moved on to other things. You still get Mario and Luigi stuff, but yeah, they've mixed in, and their repertoire has grown. Yeah. Regular watcher, hell yeah, dude, let's go. Yeah, in StarCraft 1, you know, Brood War is a fun game to watch too. Like aside from the memes, like I like watching old school Brood War. It's a great time. Okay, let's refresh and see how we're looking. Position it. No, the bull is already positioned on the rock. I have him on his tactical rock, so moving him would be hard at this point. Okay, Blood Penguin and Martin are fighting. And looks like Outer Region has joined me in the pits. He's 2-2, and Pone is also 2-2, and Martin's 2-2. Blood Penguin 2-2. Okay, that's surprising. Although no, he's still in a game right now. He could be 3. He could actually qualify. But yeah, the top 4 is looking pretty set. It kind of looks like Harrison is going to get in there. Tim the Wilder actually qualified too, so Tim could definitely come back with the reverse steel chair. Yeah, we'll find out. Yeah, Scrambled I think is the only one I see undefeated at the moment. Those freaking minis are great though, by the way. Like, here's the thing: you go to like if you want to play Chaos Dwarves, you think there's an obstacle for it, but it's very easy, right? You just go to like you pay £15 and you get an STL file. And you can print an indefinite, like as long as you can find somebody with a resin printer, you know, you can just print like, I think this is £18 for the files for these guys. I don't know if that's pounds, yeah, I think it's pounds, whatever, or euros. I don't know the difference of the symbols. But yeah, they're great models. They look really good. I have these guys in my army. Freaking awesome pieces. And you can print 100 of them, right? You never have to like, it's so cost effective playing Chaos Dwarves actually. It's one of the cheaper armies to play because there's such good STL files for the Chaos Dwarves compared to other factions. Yeah, you can see here's a Bale Taurus character, another Bale Taurus. No, that's a Lamasu character there. You can see him. And you got like a Battle Standard Bearer, you got a Sorcerer right there. They have a lot of cool like Babylonian architecture too. So if you're trying to make like a Chaos Dwarf battlefield, this like you can just get all these awesome STL files for that. I want to show you guys the guns. Yeah, and here's the only thing that's really different are the War Machines. The War Machines look completely different. So I use War Machines from a different source. This wizard is really good. I have him. Yeah, and here's the Tarak hero. So the Bull Centaur Tarak. Here's Infernal Guard Infernal Guard with great weapons. You have the blunderbusses here. Yeah, so you can see the blunderbusses too. These models are freaking sweet, and they have like skull helmets. It's so badass. I really like it, man. So it's great stuff. Yeah, it's great stuff indeed. Yeah, they do have the King Mini. Yeah, they do. Okay. Let's refresh. Okay, one game still going. Blood Penguin and Martin are having an epic duel of fates over there. You have the worst hand-eye coordination with fine motor stuff. You'd be surprised. There's a lot of like there's a lot of easy techniques for painting minis now. Contrast paints have changed the game. It doesn't look quite as good, but if you don't have good hand-eye coordination and you kind of, you know, basically, I like to think of like painting Warhammer miniatures as like adult coloring books, you know? If you could just kind of like draw within the lines with like very sloppy contrast paint, it'll look fine. Like if you were painting Chaos Dwarves, okay, and you wanted to have like a grim dark look, spray paint them red or black. Let's just say black. You want to do like a black color scheme. Spray paint them black. Do a dry brush of like a dark red across the entire model before you do anything else. And then just, you know, paint their weapons like silver or whatever, and then paint their eyes one color, and you're like almost done, right? I mean, sure, you'll miss some detail, but it'll look fine from a distance. It's pretty easy to pick up painting, even if you don't think you have the skills. I had no artistic skills whatsoever, and then I got into it, and yeah, you'd be surprised. Just dry brush with the main colors and then apply a glaze. Yeah, totally. Absolutely. Okay. Let's see if the homies are done yet. The sweat battle of the ages. All right, they're done. So it looks like we're going to top 4 now. And we'll try and cast a game of somebody we haven't seen. Okay. So I think we're good for top 4 now. I assume he's doing some admin stuff. So we got Scrambled Egg Special, Tim the Wilder, Puggington, and Harrison, I think. It's going to be our top 4 for today. So Puggington is playing what? He's playing High Elves, so we already saw that. So let's see what matchups we have. Let's see what is here in the Great Beyond. Yeah, if you guys have questions about painting and stuff, we have a pretty solid community in Discord who can answer your questions. We have like a hobby section. So let's do Scrambled Egg versus Harrison. That'll be fun. All right, Scrambled Egg. Lobby code, please. You know what series I'm kind of interested in bringing back to, you know, bring a little bit of hype to competitive play would be to do a... because we do a lot of SFTs, right? But SFT, one thing it doesn't do super well is like showcase the competitive format at times because, you know, it's kind of like random matchups. I want to go back to the winner stays on series where every week we have a player and it's King of the Hill. So like every Tuesday, for example, we would have like a best of 7 stream, which I think would be very fun. All right, Harrison got the lobby code. Shout out to our boy Harrison. All right, on, right on. Oh shit, he didn't have a password, so it auto joined the game. Hate when that happens. All right, so 1v1 Dom should be this game here. All right, and there we are. But yeah, winner. Okay, Nurgle versus, I'm not sure yet. I don't know what Scrambled Egg is playing, but we're on the Arachnoc player. But a winner takes all. So every like Tuesday, we have a live stream of like 2 of the best players in the world, and we have like a prize, and there's a bounty system, right? So the longer a player stays on, they, you know, I don't know, some sort of an increasing bounty if you take them down, which would be fun. We did that for a while. I remember stopping because of the lag. The person who was on the King of the Hill had really bad lag, so I was like, okay, well, this just, you know, this is tough. Yeah, Reginald's been playing forever. Yeah, he's an OG. He's part of the original crew. Oh my god, do we have a freaking Nurgle mirror match? Are you serious? No. Okay, good, he's ogres. Oh man, I was gonna be like, please God, no. Nurgle versus Ogre Kingdoms. Pretty cool to see Ogre Kingdoms making it to the top 4. Scrambled Egg is one of the best players in the world, of course, so he's gonna find a way, but yeah. It's go time, man. We got the Chungus Kingdoms battling it out versus Old Scrambled here. And let's get it. Let's have some fun. What format do you guys prefer, by the way? Let me see. I wanted to like pick your brains on it. Preferred format. SFT, double elim, or traditional. Yeah, if you guys don't mind giving some feedback there, that would be greatly appreciated. Your game versus Scrambled was so close. I know. I bet you it was scrappy as hell. You've had a lot of close games today. High elves are great. High elves are in a good spot too. Not bad at all. Respect to those playing ogres before they're good. Yeah, ogres are solid. They're a good mid-tier faction. Nurgle, maybe new Rot Knights. Rot Knights got a big armor buff, which is going to be very helpful against ogres. So maybe we see Rot Knights in action. That would be rad. I'd love to see some of that. All right, guys, game's loading up. Semifinals of today's tournament. My favorite format is SFT, but I also like double elim a lot. My least favorite is probably traditional best of 3 ironically, but yeah. SFT is fun because like you have like a champion, right? Like you champion one faction, and that's like who you are. It's your identity, and it's fun to see like the champion of the different, you know, powers rise up and win. My favorite format obviously is faction war, but I'm just talking about like regular events. When's the next Conquest tourney? Not this Saturday, but the following Saturday. So I'm looking to do Saturday. Oh no, but I'm at a tabletop tournament. Maybe I'll try and do it on a Friday. It'll be sometime next week. Damn. Yeah, I'm out of town next Saturday for a tabletop tournament. That's right. What in tarnation? SFT. Yeah, you don't have to worry about picks and bans. Picks and bans are a nightmare for sure. All right. Thank you for the feedback, guys. So, ladies and gentlemen, here we are in the semifinals of tonight's tournament. It's going to be Scrambled Egg Special, the Giga Chad of the Ogre Kingdoms. He has the ideal male body here. He is ready to go. So, his gun line, yes, he's got 2 Lead Belchers, which is very good against Nurgle, who's very slow. A bunch of Noblar Trappers, backed up by a little bit more shooting. So, we do have the Man-Eaters with Ogre Pistols, Saber Tusk packs, and basic Noblars. So really just Noblars are going to be the meat shield for the army, and the shooting is going to be the heavy lifting. This caster is going to be a Flock of Doom caster, which has always been good against Nurgle, and you know, just good against everything really. So that is it. Now for the army of Harrison going to be rocking a Chaos Sorcerer Lord of Nurgle, Rancid Visitations for sniping, and Miasma Pestilence for dueling and combat. Plague Bearers into the Sunset, they are really good. Baseline Plague Bearers honestly beat down Ogre Bulls pretty well with their high weapon strength and massive HP pools, so I think that is a great choice. Backed up by the Unholy Hand Grenades, so if these things are able to close the distance and get their grenades on the ideal targets, so we're talking things like, you know, Iron Guts or Crushers or anything of value, even basic Ogre Bulls it's worth using on, they can get the job done. Oh, and look at this. We do also have a ogre matchup. So we have the plague ogres versus the regular ogres. That's actually really, really cool. I love Nurgle ogres. They look so freaking rad. But yeah, anti-large AP fighters, like if they don't get wasted by the lead belchers, they should do well. And that's going to be it for his army. So the battle is on. Objectives are now open, ladies and gentlemen. Both legions going to be advancing out to claim the points. Objective 3 going to be immediately grabbed by the Chaos Sorcerer Lord of Nurgle. And on the other side, we do have the Saber Tusks mirroring that as well. They're going to be heading towards Objective Uno to grab that bad boy. So they emerge from the trees. Here they come. Evil, yes. Release the hounds. And the hounds are going to be here, and they're awesome units. Saber Tusks pretty damn good. They can hold their own against light cav. They annihilate enemy skirmish units like hounds and whatnot. So very, very cool. So ogres are going to just kind of park here. You're going to get the lead belchers probably sitting up here, like in that region, and just waiting for Nurgle to attack. And for Nurgle, what you want to do is you want to grab Objective 3 and probably just push up through the woods and then engage in that way to minimize the effectiveness of your opponent's shooting. So I think that's going to be it. But ogres do have good poke too. The man-eaters going to be able to run up and, you know, get some freebies. Furies here are okay. If they can get on top of lead belchers and there's nothing else there, it'll be very good for disruption. But aside from that, Scrambled Egg is going to be able to use his Saber Tusks to annihilate the Furies. Like if the Furies attack the lead belchers and the Saber Tusks then jump them, it's going to be a pretty bad fight for them. So we do see the Ogre Pistols putting a little bit of a, you know, sidewinding fire here into the old Chaos Furies. Lead Belchers also ripping some pretty cost-effective shots as Nobblars do get their clutches on that point. And it is going to be on Nurgle to push here. I wonder if we're going to see Rot Knights. Probably risky considering what we're seeing. I think if you're Nurgle here, your best bet is to call out more infantry, more cheap infantry, nothing good. You'd probably want a bunch of Marauders. Marauders will grind through Nobblars pretty well, and they're not great targets for Lead Belchers to shoot. So, ooh, Pestigors. Interesting choice. Pestigors did just get nerfed, so I think the nerf to Pestigors was pretty big. I think that they're mainly going to be anti-armor, and if they're not fighting armor, I think they're going to be kind of a subpar infantry choice compared to even like basic Marauders. But, you know, there is armor on the Ogre roster. Not a ton, but, you know, a fair amount on some of the more elite units, I guess. But we're not seeing any of those. So the Pestigor choice might bite him in the butt. We'll have to see. Nurgle is now advancing up towards Objective Dose, and the Ogre Kingdoms are going to be shooting forks and knives at them, so here they come. I love these units. God, this game looks so good, you know? Despite all its jank, Total War Warhammer just has some of the coolest looking RTS. Like, look at this. There's like battle lines advancing, ogres running up with pistols and shooting while they advance. It's hard to beat that stuff, you know? It's really, really hard to beat that stuff. So, yeah, ripping some shots into the Plague Bearers. One Plague Bearer unit is kind of already dead, which is quite big. They're not cheap. Plague Bearers cost, what, 700 gold? So that's a nice one there. We see 4 Saber Tusks out, and it is going to be Pestigors. The problem with Pestigors is they have god-awful melee defense. So if the Saber Tusks surround them and just feast on them, they'll die in like 2 seconds. They'll die very, very quickly to the Saber Tusk packs. But now the Pestigors on the way in. Nurgle's going to be advancing up. Flock of Doom being used on that Plague Bearer unit to try and crumble them to ash. In the meantime, Nobblar Trappers throwing their beautiful little ninja stars here at the Chaos Furies, which are going to be retreating away from that. As Nurgle continues its inexorable advance, it moves up, continuing to get nuked. Ogre is playing a bit of a dangerous game here by letting Nurgle triple cap them, but we will see. And now we got Iron Guts. So Pestigors will be decent against Iron Guts, so that makes the Pestigors kind of worth it. Iron Guts will still annihilate Pestigors, but at least Pestigors can give the damage back and do a little bit of work here. So here they come. Iron Guts cruising for a bruising. And if the Iron Guts stand on top of Nobblars, for example, and then fight Pestigors, man, that is going to be a chef's kiss indeed. So Plague Bearers of Nurgle are disintegrating. That's got to feel bad. A big expensive unit going to the pits already. But Ogres, if they wait too long, Harrison could, of course, cackle quite hard. We do see Furies waiting on the sides to get in combat here. And now the Iron Guts going to be charging through the trees. Oh, man, imagine that. Yeah, these Pestigors have the right idea, running from Iron Guts. But Iron Guts are so cool. I have a handful of them in my Chaos army. My Chaos Ogres and Tabletop are Iron Gut models. But yeah, they're bashing down those Pestigors. Pestigors, like I said, going to get massacred. But Furies are now diving in, shooting from the Lead Belchers in the high ground, able to crush these Marauder Horsemen pretty effectively. And it looks like Ogres are going to be doing like a slow counter push. They're going to consolidate on Objective 1 and then, you know, beat Nurgle here and then try and slow push towards Objective 2. So we do see the Furies coming in, and the Ogre army is going to be pulling back. Now let's see how quickly Scrambled Egg is going to be getting his doggos in there. So the Saber Tusk packs definitely need to jump on top of those Chaos Furies if they can. And one of them does go into the can very quickly, wavering and probably going to be disintegrating here. It is unstable, and this demonic disintegration is freaking brutal. It is so much damage. We do see Nurgle using Rancid Visitations on the Slaughtermaster, which is a very good call by Harrison. I like that a lot because there's no healing, aside from Butcher. The Ogres will eventually get Butcher and probably just use that to counteract the sniping attempts. But the Ogre Kingdoms completely steamroll Nurgle on Objective 1. We do see the Iron Guts and the Noblars able to get the job done against the Pestigors. And now the big Beaten Sticks are going to be advancing out, and the big Bellies are ready to go as Nurgle does get pushed back. And we do see Plague Bears coming down here. The Exalted Plague Bears have their Unholy Hand Grenades set on the, I believe, the Iron Guts. We do see a little bit of HP damage going down to the Iron Guts, while the Lead Belchers are stable and shooting again. So we have 2 Lead Belchers shooting, wrecking that Exalted Plague Bear unit, which is getting very, very low here. And now Curse of the Slug going down? Yes. So we see Curse of the Slug being activated here on these bad boys. No, the Miasma of Pestilence. Okay. So Miasma of Pestilence is activated, and that's going to be a nice little debuff on all these bad boys, lowering their stats, as the Unholy Hand Grenades get some very cost-effective damage. Good play on both sides. Nurgle does, of course, have the advantage on objectives now, and Nurgle's game plan is very clear. They're probably just going to want to try and hold the objectives and win in the grind, which they're very, very good at. Noblar Ninja Stars into Plague Bears, getting a little bit of work done. Noblars, of course, going to be bashed themselves, the melee Noblars. The models are going to just get ripped apart by Plague Bears. Not in a very expedient fashion, but it still will happen. Now, pistols, good ammunition. Lead Belchers, still pretty ample ammunition, and they are melting a lot of the Nurgle army. And the Iron Guts, you know, there's not, like, where are the Plague Ogres? Like, why is Harrison not committing the Plague Ogres to that fight, right? The Plague Ogres are a hard counter against Iron Guts. They should get down there. And are they going to come, or are they just going to be AFK? It looks like they're just going to be kind of AFK here. Nope, now they're moving up to fight in the front lines, which is risky, right? Like, fighting down here is much safer in the trees. But now they're going to be fighting in the kill zone of the Lead Belchers, which are 100% going to switch on. If Scrambled Egg is paying attention here, he's going to be able to switch these Lead Belchers onto the Plague Ogres, and the Nurglings will not be feasting. They'll be crying. In the backfield, we do see the Chaos Furies landing on the Lead Belchers, and the Saber Chest Pack's going to be screaming on in there. And these oh, I guess they're cats, right? These good kitties are going to be annihilating the Furies, so they'll get torn to shreds very, very fast. Meantime, on the outside, it looks like the Ogre's trying to contest this objective here using a Saber Tusk pack. And, ooh, the Ogre's actually... Nurgle actually takes a fight with the Saber Tusks. Now, Marauder Horsemen of Nurgle are pretty okay fighters. They have really high MD. But I don't know if they're going to be able to hang with the Saber Tusk pack. I think that's going to be a little bit too much for them. Slaughtermaster of Beasts is getting a little bit low. Looking at the value, Scrambled Egg is very, very far ahead. We see the Noblar Trappers getting excellent Ninja Star fire into these bad boys. And on the low ground, Objective Uno, the Iron Guts are beating down the Exalted Plague Bears. Probably going to win it. I think the Iron Guts plus the Ogre Bulls and the Noblars will win that 3v1. And the front line is looking really, really bad for Harrison. He is massively behind, right? Like behind here. Kind of losing on pretty much every front. We do see another Plague Ogre on the way in. But committing the Plague Ogres to the front line is such a disaster. You can see they actually get slowed here, and we can take a nice cinematic shot as the Lead Belchers are just teeing off on the massive amounts of firepower coming, nailing them. You see multiple of these Ogres getting absolutely flatlined by those guys. A couple of them do get back up here, but that is going to be big casualties here soon. And Scrambled Egg's just defensive position was too strong, and it looks like Nurgle was not able to get through. An absolutely crushing amount of value difference between these guys. Nurgle is up on value for sure. They're hanging in there. We do see Objective 3 looking like that is going to be taken by the Skystriders. Now, talk about an amazing unit in this matchup. Skystriders rule. Anti-large AP, and they also do magic damage. So they're kind of good against everything on the Nurgle roster, to be fair. Like, there's nothing that they're not going to trade well into. I mean, sure, you don't want them fighting like a Plague Bear, but even then they'll do okay damage because of the magic damage. So Nurgle is starting to fold in the middle. We do see the Plague Ogres battling Noblars. That's like a worst-case scenario for them. They are kind of on the, they are kind of fighting some of the Iron Guts here, but all that shooting and the Ogre Pirates, the Man-Eater swarming behind them is going to be a lot. And we do see a tap out there from Nurgle. The Ogre Kingdoms, they're coming to get you. Ogres did not have any buffs this patch. Literally just Greasus, and it was a meme. It wasn't even a good buff. So, yeah, the shooting was really good. The micro was on point. I mean, he basically played like a flawless game. There's a reason why Scrambled Egg is one of the best players in the world. And Harrison is an amazing player as well. I think he'll need to go back to the drawing board on his build. I would highly recommend cutting... I played this matchup a lot. And the faction I've probably won the most tournaments with is Nurgle. I think you cut this guy. You need the Exalted Heroes of Nurgle to just be really sticky and dive into the backfield. Probably cut the Exalted Plague Bears, honestly. And just go... You bring Plague Bears, Marauders, Exalted Heroes of Nurgle, or Cultists even are very good here too. Rot Knights might also be decent, but Plague Ogres kind of suck, in my opinion. I don't think they're very good. So, yeah, all right. So let's do the Grand Finals. So, Grand Finals. And let's host the game as a spectator. Let's get the team in here. Let's delete this. And call old Scrambled Egg, the Lord of the Great Maw. Finals lobby. And let's see if anybody's won on the other side. I would imagine they probably are still playing. Exalted Heroes did get nerfed. I still think they're very good. Yeah, still think they're very good. Okay, Puggington and Tim are still playing. Puggington is High Elves, and Tim is playing... I don't remember what he's playing. Yeah, I don't recall. Yeah, Plague Ogres, they suck. But I think Rot Knights would be better. But even still, you don't want them in your starting army. Probably Rot Knights in reserve would be better. That Ogre was very clean, it was. I mean, Scrambled Egg, he knows what he's doing. He's also an Urgle player a little bit, I think, too. Well played to Harrison, though. He put up a good fight. Okay. And let's see what's going. How we looking? The old red end is going. And looking down here, I think we're still waiting on the other side. It is only a matter of time. The score has not been reported yet. They'll report it in just a second. And what is Tim playing? So I'm going to see what Tim is playing. That is the potential matchup for the night. So Tim is playing, going to the faction declaration. Where's old Tim the Wilder? Old man Tim. I don't know. I don't think he's as old as I am. I think he's a little younger, actually. I think I'm the old crusty one here. Where's his declaration? So Tim. I'm looking around here. I don't see it yet. Oh, Lizardman. Okay. Yeah, he's an OG Lizardman, and they haven't seen a ton of action, but we have seen some buffs. Red Crested Skinks got buffed. Feral Carnosaurs. There was a couple other things that got buffed here. So we have Lizardmen. Yeah, Kadai Fireborn, I think, had Blazing Body as well. Which faction do we still want in the game? Yeah, so it's either Lizardmen or High Elves versus Ogres. Interesting. Certainly not factions that were winning SFTs a lot last season. So that's fun to see. That is fun. You're the eldest, are you? Are you the elder? All right, let's see who is the oldest in chat. I am a mighty 36 years old. Let's see what the power record is that we got hanging out here today. Who's gonna get the crown? Yeah, Coatls did get collision damage. That's right. I mean, that could be a big variable too. I haven't tested them. They have weird animations. They have very weird animations. The mighty 39. Okay, you got me beat. You got me beat. That is for sure. All right, let's check this here. Scrambled Egg is going to be on his way over. Looking great, and hopefully he reports a score. Okay, we need to get that score reported, but yeah, hopefully they'll take care of that. I'll tell him. Report that score. By the way, Kislev is also like playable. I should do a Kislev SFT. That'd be fun. I actually really used to like playing Kislev. They're 6-5 so far, so not like crushing it. Chaos Demons are looking to be the big menace. All right, so we got 55 here. The Chad Glorfindel, let's go. Oh, we got Gerald Pottier coming in there, though. Yeah, he's got the strong 55 as well. So we got a tie between Gerald and Glorfindel right now for the power age. Joseph, very close, rocking the powerful 53. Let's get it, man. I think we got our champs here. It's going to be a tie. It's going to be a draw between Glorfindel and where is that? Yes, and Gerald. The heroes. You guys be Gen X, right? Yeah, Gen X rules, man. It's good stuff. Your first game was Magnavox Pong in the 70s. Damn. That's serious. So, here's a question for you guys. For you guys in your 50s. How fun was it going to video arcades in the 1980s? Because you always see that like kind of like hammed up in TV shows, right? Like Stranger Things and anything that's really trying to nostalgia bait for the 80s. How cool was the 1980s arcade experience? Now, I got that to an extent in the 90s. You know, we used to hang out in video arcades. There was a roller rink where we would go roller skating and it had a video arcade. So we got the tail end of that, but I feel like the pinnacle of it would have been 80s, right? Like when it was in its prime. I'd be curious. Okay. I want to hear from you guys. Was it a blast? Yeah, I bet it was. Like just meeting up with all your friends and you got all these games. Yeah, it seems like it'd be really cool. And the social element, right? Because it's like still like interpersonal. You're there with people in person. Or that's something that, you know, has kind of been lost in gaming to an extent. I mean, it still exists, but not as much. Frank says it was so much fun in the 90s. We used to go to the arcades too when I was a kid. Roller rink, yeah. Yeah, the roller rink was fun. They would just play like really haggard, like 90s Euro techno. I remember that. Yeah. Gerald said, I worked at an arcade in the 1980s and my first job, loved it. I got the job only so I could play for free. That's awesome, dude. That's so cool. Yeah, that's magical stuff. Yeah, I always wonder like how long, like I love doing YouTube, but like, everything good comes to an end, right? I always wonder how long we'll be able to do this. I hope forever. I loved hanging out with you guys and just gaming and stuff. But you never know, man. I mean, MySpace is freaking gone now, right? Does MySpace even exist anymore? That was the big thing back then, right? Roller rink, yep. Original D&D players. Oh, you're an OG D&D player, huh? I wish I knew what it was like. I wish I knew what that was like. I grew up in a COD lobby. Yeah, Call of Duty lobbies in the early 2000s were just pure savagery. That was some wild stuff. Like 2000, like early Xbox Live lobbies were like the most vulgar, degenerate layers. It's what's that quote in Star Wars? It's like a hive of villainy or something. Oh my god. Yeah, that was nuts. Absolutely nuts. MySpace is still active, really? No way. Didn't they like make it so MySpace is like all about music now as well? It's not even like a social media platform. So MySpace, this was like the most savage thing of my generation. One of the most savage things. So basically, yeah, let's see if I could like find examples of it. Oh god. Yeah. So this, if you look here, MySpace top 8. So basically on MySpace, you would rate your friends. You would have a top 8. You had like a section on your page where you would place your top 8 friends. And there would be like legitimate drama, right? Like, so here's the thing. You would get like a girlfriend and then like, do they immediately jump past all of your bros who were your top 8? Your friend, like, and it used to be, it used to be some serious stuff. Yeah, it was wild. Early social media was pretty crazy. Like a rating system. Like, all right, well, John is a little bit better of a friend than you, so you have to be her down a little bit lower. Yeah, it was nuts. Let's see. Who are your top 10? Oh, I don't know. It fluctuated, It fluctated. Yeah, you could have music on your page. Yeah, you could have a theme song. I remember I had Foo Fighters. I used to have the Color and the Shape album. Various songs from that. Well, that's where Everlong came from. Everlong was probably my favorite song all through high school, the Foo Fighters song. I listened to it too much, though. I still like it, but like I don't like actively listen to it too much anymore. Oh my god, yeah. You guys remember when dial-up internet? We had dial-up internet, and somebody would call your house, and if someone answered the phone, it would kill your internet connection. That was a really OG experience that folks these days will never experience. Plugging in a code for a crazy looking background, yeah. Just have. Well, what the real so back on the subject of MySpace top 8, what one of the more diplomatic people is they would just make celebrities their top 8. So instead of like having their friends or whatever, they would just have like random. They would have like Weird Al or whatever as their top 8. So then that was the real solid diplomacy. Yeah, a friend of mine made oh, okay, that's pretty cool, Gerald. Smashing Pumpkins, Chili Peppers. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I love Smashing Pumpkins. They're one of my favorite bands as well. Smashing Pumpkins is like good melancholy music, which ironically, one of their most popular albums is called Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness. But yeah, they have really good, like sad, like kind of rock, but also they have some heavier songs too. If you guys want to like know what Smashing Pumpkins is all about, go listen to the song 1979. That song is so good. Is it 1979? I think it is, right? By Smashing Pumpkins. Yeah, 1979. That song is so good, and that's a song that makes you nostalgic for a time you were never like a lot. You may not have been alive in, right? Like even if you were not, Gen X, 70s, and 80s, if you listen to that song, you're gonna like feel nostalgic for that time, that's really powerful. A lot of music. There's songs that can do that. Everlong, I feel like does that for the 90s, and then a lot of 80s music, like listening to Tears for Fears makes me nostalgic for the 80s. I was alive in the 80s, but I was very young. Man, this other game is taking forever. I mean, it is Tim the Wilder who likes to do his forbidden build-up, so understandably, we have some downtime here. Were you there in the days when you cracked the school firewall to install No, I'm sure I was around during that time, but no, we weren't doing that at my school. You set the set baud rate based on the tone we heard. Oh, you're talking about the early internet stuff still, yeah. 1979, one of my faves. It's really good. Tears for Fears is awesome. They're great. Everybody Wants to Rule the World. Shout is such a good song too. I like some Duran Duran too. Hungry Like the Wolf is really fun. Yeah, there's some great music from that time. Yeah, I wonder, like, I think that the consensus is, let's put it up to a vote, actually. Which time period? We have time to kill, right? This is just becoming like a podcast. Time period had the worst music. Okay, so we're gonna put this up to a vote. I have my own opinion, but I'm not gonna share it. So we will do. I feel like 60s music is like ubiquitously considered to be great, so we're gonna skip that. 70s, 80s, 90s, early 2K. All right. Now, I personally think that my least favorite like musical era was the like early like 2010s, like 2010, 11, 12, 13, 14. Like I really don't like any music from that period, but okay. Yeah, I was expecting early 2000s. New metal is very controversial. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, early 2000s, but it's fun, right? Come on, it was fun. Like we all love a little Limp Bizkit. Oh, dude. Speaking of, so Fred Durst lives around me. The Limp Bizkit singer lives like in my neighborhood. And apparently he was trick-or-treating outside of our house last night and we missed him. I was so bummed. My buddy and I were talking, and my wife, and we were talking about getting a picture with him. And I was like, dude, that would just be the most epic thing ever. But I've yet to catch Fred Durst in person. But him and his family were trick-or-treating in the neighborhood. He had been spotted. I was like, damn, dude. Early 2000s was really haggard. Yeah, new metal is pretty mean. I love Limp Bizkit. They're one of my favorite bands. That's like my guilty pleasure band. I love Limp Bizkit. Yeah. Yeah, Offspring was awesome. All right. So we've decisively decided the early 2000s getting wrecked here. Now, the next question is, yeah, Nickelback was early 2000s? What are you guys on out there, man? Okay. Best musical era between these. So 90s, 80s, or 70s. Now, my vote, I'll tell you guys, would be the 90s here. I love 90s music. Like sad grunge rock. Like, man, you got so many good bands that essentially came from the 90s, right? Like Foo Fighters, Nirvana, Nine Inch Nails, Soundgarden, Alice in Chains. They have their various spin-off bands as well. 90s, you got more fun stuff like Sugar Ray and Smash Mouth, obviously, if you're a little bit more lighthearted, but I think 90s for sure. 70s, had some rough stuff. There's a lot of bad music from the 70s, like the whole disco era. Disco is fun, but I mean, come on. Yeah, 90s had really good hip-hop music as well. I feel like 90s crushed it in hip-hop. 80s was solid too, but 90s, I think. How on earth is the 90s winning over the 70s? I think 90s, a lot of people were raised in the 90s here, so it's going to be very biased, right? I like Breaking Benjamin, yeah. The Diary of Jane, yeah, that song was great. All right. I came back to pick 90s over 80s, especially, yeah. Okay, so now we need to have a duel of fates. Billy Idol freaking rules. Eyes Without a Face, Rebel Yell parts 1 and 2. White Wedding is super good. Dude, Billy Idol is awesome. Okay, so we got one more poll here while we're killing some time. Let me see if these chads are done. Well, one of them will message me, I'm sure. Okay. Which is worse? Yeah, Illmatic. Yeah, Nas. It's a good album. All right, which is worse? Early 2000s or 2010s? There's only one correct answer for this, by the way. Yeah. I personally think the 2010s is like one of the worst eras of music. Good. Let's see here. Keep the RR. All right. Yeah, like I can't even like name a band from the 2010s that I liked. 70s was less recorded than the 90s. That's true. So there's a little bit of a thing there. Okay. All right. So it seems that we at least have some sense here. You guys put the respect on Fred Durst in the new metal era. But 2010s had Skrillex. Exactly. Oh my god. I have actually seen Skrillex in person. I saw them in concert, or him, or whatever. But it wasn't my fault. It was at a music festival and they were playing before Metallica, so I have an excuse. And oh my god, it was wild. 2010 sweep, yeah. 2010's got wrecked there pretty bad. Yeah, I'm a fan of a Rare American. Yeah, let's see here. All right, so they always under per. Just chatting with one of the players real quick here. Yeah, that build's a lot better though. This build's much, much better. So for those guys, let me check after events. So do we have the winner on the other side? Jesus, man, how are they still playing? Okay, Tim is here. I was gonna say, this is like the forbidden wait time. So we have actually a cool matchup. It's gonna be Lizardmen versus Ogres. Let's get it. Right on. Yeah, early 2000s had some fun music. I mean, yeah, I mean, I like new metal. It's a genre that I like was coming of age in with, so of course I'm biased. But yeah, there was some fun rap. You know, Eminem was coming around, and you know, 50 Cent was a lot of fun. I remember listening to some 50 songs back in the day. There was some really bad. Early 2000s had some really terrible music though. There was some stuff that was really haggard. I remember going to a school dance in 2004, and I'm not religious, but I went to a Catholic school because it had a better college program and a better football team that I wanted to play on. But I went to this Catholic school, and the chaperones at the dances would usually be like nuns. They would have like these old nuns or like, teachers who of course were very religious. And I remember they would be playing like Little John and the Yin Yang Twins. Have you guys ever heard the Whisper song and like, listen to the lyrics of Get Low by Little John? That is like some of the most vulgar shit. And like, oh man, I remember hearing that. And the chaperones would just go right over their heads. I like Outkast. Outkast was awesome, yeah. Yeah, Outkast had some really good songs, some real solid bangers for sure. Yeah. Offspring rules. Yeah, Rammstein was fun too. Jamming to Ave Maria. Yeah, the Catholic school dance is just Ave Maria. That's all you get to dance to. Little John is goated. Yeah, Little John is. Do you guys remember when Little John appeared on the Chappelle Show and he was like playing this like super intellectual character? That was really funny. I remember that was great. Yeah, the whisper song. That's so vulgar. I just think that the priests and nuns didn't really like pick up what they were whispering. It's so vulgar. Yeah. Yeah, Little John had a lot of fun songs. He had a lot of fun ones. All right, so we got ogres versus lizards here. That means salamanders. You're going to see salamanders probably. I don't know if Tim's going to go too avant-garde and get like coatls and things like that. Probably not great here, but maybe. I don't know. We're going to find out. I want to peek. You want me to peek real quick? Okay, hold on. Let me peek. The scrambled egg AFK. Oh, Tim already has a build ready. Oh, that's kind of a cool build. I like this a lot from Tim. Scrambled egg is building out his army, I think. It's hard to tell. Maybe, but yeah. Hopefully he's not AFK. All right. The map is Lustrian Narrows. Okay, got it. Thank you, thank you. And the Lustrian Narrows is going to be the map. Strange place to hear it, but I wanted to know if you were aware the Oxyotl is currently bugged. No, I didn't know that. How is he bugged? Party Rock Anthem? Yeah. Party Rock Anthem was like, like 2000... What year would that have been? So 2009 or 10, was it? Yeah, it was like 2009, I think, was Party Rock Anthem. Yeah. So ironically, I was working or interning at Universal Music Group when that song came out. That was one of my first job/internships I had. And LMFAO came into our office because they were just getting popular, and they did an in-office performance for like maybe 30 of us. Yeah, back when that song, it was like around the time that song came out. It might have been their first song. Not that song, but the first one that made them popular. So they did an in-office performance. It was pretty wild. Yeah. Yeah, it was 2011. Yeah, somewhere in that ballpark. I'm getting old, forgetting all these things. Can't believe we used to get away with. Yeah, yeah, absolutely, Frank. Absolutely. Ogre Kingdoms versus Dinosaurs. Yeah, I like Depeche Mode. I like some Depeche Mode songs. The Turin lore deepens. It does. There's a lot of forbidden lore to share. There's a lot. Yeah, there's another story. There's a really good story I want to tell you guys. When eventually I do start a podcast of some sort, remind me, because I think it would get this video demonetized. It's very gnarly, but it's a really, really wild story. But remind me when we start. It'll be like one of the opening episodes of our podcast. We'll talk about it. Talking early 2000s. Did you watch Homestar Runner? Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, and Space Ghost, Coast to Coast, like that whole kind of style of comedy. Yeah, Homestar Runner. That's OG. Yeah, and then there was Trogdor, the Burninator, and all that. Yeah. What are some of the other really like early internet memes? The end of the world, where it's like has that like narration in the song. Yeah, that was a fun one. Do you guys remember 1999 before the year 2000? Like when people actually thought Y2K was going to be a thing and like technology was going to like die out. I remember like people actually thinking that. Yeah. It's like wasn't it like, I don't know the origins of it, but wasn't it like some like ancient like calendar, like was it like a Mayan calendar or something predicted that like something was going to happen on Y2K? Yeah, it was crazy. I'm trying to remember. I remember being at the New Year's party and people like kind of, you weren't born yet. Yeah. It was something. I'll be right back. Yeah, retired. Yeah, something like that. I was working in an IT government shop. Oh, really? It sucked. So there was actually like stress about it. All your base belonged to us. Yeah, red versus blue, the Halo thing. That was fun too. The early red versus blue stuff. I think one of the most iconic things about early 2000s internet was early YouTube, like 2005, 6 YouTube, and like people uploading their WoW PvP videos to really haggard new metal in like 480p. So you would just get like some warrior like annihilating people in, you know, Arathi or what was that place called? Oh man, what was that? Was it Arathi Basin? Yeah, I think that's what it was. And they would be having like, remember the band Soil? It would be like just super haggard new metal with PvP videos. Yeah, it was great. You can still find some of those too. They're still out there. Yeah, magical stuff. Okay, BRB real quick. Got to refill my water for the grand finals here. Man, these old dudes aren't ready yet and back. Jeez. Yeah, the computers were all programmed to use only the last 2 digits of the year, so nobody knew what would happen when they reached 2000. Yeah. Don't forget the 120p video from the rural forest of some man having the exact fix to your car. Yeah, I still use those videos. We have a really old car. It's like a 2008 or something, and you can go on YouTube and just find fixes for it. It's nuts. The Star Wars rap? Oh, what is that bidding my master? It's a disaster. Dude, it's so good. Yeah, Pone actually knows like that whole rap by heart. I know most of it, but he's really got that on lock. It's great. What is thy bidding my master? All right, ladies and gentlemen, we finally arrived at the grand finals. It is going to be the sweatiest of sweats. We have Scrambled Egg Special on the Ogre Kingdoms versus Tim the Wilder here on the Forces of the Dinosaurs. The Battletoad is upon us. He is powerful, he is thick, he is proud, and he is ready to go. Yeah, Poe knows that really well. Yeah, we got Death Star, yeah. Yeah, that's so good. I wish we could play that. I don't know how that would fly. The Lizardman build isn't as fun as you would hope. Yeah, I mean, it is Tim. Tim is more of a meta guy. He's not one to bring, like, fun builds, really. I mean, occasionally he does. But, you know, I still think his build is cool. Tim, if you're watching this, I think you're cool. All right, so taking a look at Tim's build, you have a Life Slan. Life Slan is very good when you're bringing big dinosaurs, which he did. He has 2 of these Stegodons with the bolt throwers, I believe. Yeah, so we have 2 Stegodons, and they're rocking the anti-large ballistas, which is really good against ogres, right? So these things can annihilate Noblars, and they can use their ballistas to kill the ogres. So really nice dual purpose there by Tim. Yeah, he's got 2 Stegodons here. We have a Slan of Life, some Saurus Spears, and the rest of the battle line is going to be Skinks. So that is going to be the build here for Homeboy. Now, looking at the Ogre Kingdoms, it is going to be Scrambled Egg Special, rocking a Beastmaster, so he really likes his Beast user. So he's going to be Flock of Dooming mass amounts of Skinks and Saurus, which is very cost-effective. We do have Man-Eater Pistols, which we've seen him use in previous games, and the rest of his army is going to be more Noblars, and I imagine Leadbelchers, yeah. So he's using a very similar playstyle as to what we saw with Nurgle. He's got, I think, 2 Man-Eater Pistols this time. Yeah, so the build is a little bit different. We got a Man-Eater Pistol here, Man-Eater Pistol here, and 1 Leadbelcher instead of the other way around last game. It was 2 Leadbelchers to 1 Man-Eater. Or 1 Man-Eater Pistol last game, and now it's changed up. So it should be fun. Should be fun indeed. And we will see who's going to get the dub here. This map has a little bit of, you know, places to hide. You do have your nice tree lines. This is the Lustrian Narrows. It's a very good map. I believe it was made by Hitman Hippo. I'm not sure. I think that he was the mighty engineer of this map. So, yeah, shout out to our boy Hitman. Always doing a pretty great job. So Tim is cruising up. Or is he going to sit back and do his Mordor build-up? I think he's going to, at the very least, poke with the Stegodons. The Stegodons can counter Leadbelchers pretty well, actually. They have 360 range, and he has healing. Whereas the Leadbelchers have no healing, and they have 255 range, if I'm not mistaken. You know what would be a fun stream? It just occurred to me. We could do like a trivia stream. Like a Warhammer trivia stream. We do both 40k as well as fantasy. And we'll see who answers the questions the fastest, and we could do like some fun giveaways or something. It just occurred to me. I was like, we could do like really nitty gritty stuff. Like how much melee attack does this unit have? Or, you know, whatever. Yeah, that could be fun. That could be very cool. All right, guys, advancing up are the mighty Chunguses, the Chungai. I don't know what the proper term would be, but there they go. And we do see the objectives being grabbed by Scrambled Egg. Anytime you're playing against Tim, you should always rush and grab the objectives, because he's usually will take his time engaging, so you want to punish him as much as possible by triple capping him right out of the gates. 100%. But as far as the open field fight goes, yeah, I think the Lizards will be slightly advantaged as far as the starting armies go, but we don't know what Scrambled Egg is going to be calling in, right? Dealing with those Stegodons is not going to be easy. With the Slan having, I would imagine, Regrowth, does he? No, actually just Earthblood. Regrowth did get nerfed this patch, so maybe just Earthblood is going to be slightly more cost-effective. We'll have to see. And the Ogres are going to be the ones sitting back this time, it looks like. They do manage to get the side objective. We do see the Sabertusk getting its clutches on that point. And the Ogres are going to be pulling at Tim, actually. So Tim is having a taste of his own medicine, as perhaps his opponent is going to be the one who's going to be cagey and defensive on the back foot. But yeah, very cool, man. Very cool. What are the call-ins going to be? Tim is calling units in. We do see him calling in more chaff, so just skin cohorts and various chaff pieces. The Legion of Chaqua. These guys, I think, got buffed. Their aura radius got buffed up to 55 meters instead of 35 is what it used to be, so that's kind of cool. And yeah, very nice. You just set them on your back objective, and you're pretty much safe from triple cap, right? So Tim can just safely put the Legion and these guys here if he wants to, or maybe he's going to move them to the middle. We'll see. But yeah, a great choice. And for the Ogres, they have not really called... I think they called in like a Noblar unit, maybe. No, we see Ogre Bulls being called in on the outside. Okay, so there is an Ogre Bull unit. The Fat Chungus is going to be running through the tree here and getting ready to run over some of the Skinks. They annihilate Skinks. Skink cohorts will get flattened by Ogre Bulls so incredibly hard. So it looks like he's going to be posturing, looking to come around the side and get a little bit of a push in there. So Tim has already actually won a tournament in Season 8. I believe he won... Tim won our big double elim tournament, right? I'm pretty sure he won it. Not 100% sure, but I think he did. And here we do see the bolt throwers of the Segadons shooting into the Saber Tusk packs down there. They don't have a ton of ammo. They have 21 ammo, but if you can, get them to waste shots on Saber Tusks and, units that aren't as impactful in the battle, that's a big win, I would say, for Scrambled Egg Special. But now Scrambled Egg going to move up, and he is going to be taking objective number 2. Objective 1 does belong to him, and he is going to be hiding some Ogre Bulls in the trees there to push back the Skink Cohorts and the Legion of Chaqua. No, just basic Sword of Spears on this side. Begun the Chaff Wars have. Well, all the good units are kind of hiding. They both have really good shooting, right? Like in the trees, the Lead Belters are chilling out here. We see the Man-Eater pistols and being very cautious because they don't want to get, nailed by that Stegadon there. Awakening to the Wood going down by Tim. By Tim. And it does wreck a lot of the Noblars. They don't lose any models, but they lose a lot of HP, so they'll hold up very quickly. And Tim is just going to be cautious. He's just going to be using his old Stegadon. And what is it shooting? Is he really shooting a Noblar pack? With the ballista, that's a colossal waste of ammunition if you ask me. Let's see if it actually is shooting. It looks like the attack order has been given on the Noblar Trappers, and I mean, yeah, that's got to be a mistake by Tim. He's wasting a lot of ammunition on that unit. We are going to be seeing the Wood getting awakened here, so that is going to be blasting the Noblars. And it looks like Scrambled Egg Special was paying attention. No, it's actually a banishment from the Slan Mage, which does a little bit of work. Nothing too crazy. Legion of Chaqua going to be advancing up at the point, and certainly the Ogres are not going to want to fight that. If Tim can actually stop this cap, that'd be pretty big. And is he going to stop it? He does stop the capture. That is very clutch by Tim the Wilder. Little plays like that can make a big difference. And the Legion able to stop the capture. So now Scrambled Egg, is he going to be... Yeah, that objective, despite looking fully capped, actually belongs to the Lizards. But the Ogres managed to capture it when, strangely, Tim moved off the objective for a second with his Legion and let the Chunguses capture that. So... very curious stuff. Now, Scrambled Egg is going to be emerging from the bushes here. We do see him in the trees. So the Saber Tusk packs are back here, and also the Ogre Bulls are getting ready to lurk and ambush. So, I don't know. Maybe they're going to try and tie down a Stegadon with like a flank or something. I don't really know. That's a very deep set push. None of the shooting from the Ogres is online yet. We don't see any sort of firepower going out. No, Iron Guts firing. I think the Man-Eater pistols might be shooting from the edge of the forest. It's getting a little bit shady here. A little bit shady. So Tim has already used a lot of ammunition on his Stegadons, which I think is a big mistake. But now this is good. Shooting at the Sky Striders is the play. So they're like wasting ammo into Noblars is not what you want to be doing. But we do see the Ogres calling out a big heavy hitter here. Sky Strider is one of the more powerful pieces in the game. It's very, very good. And he's going to be coming to try and crush this position. Meanwhile, in the middle, no one's really fighting. We do see the Man-Eater pistols emerging and starting to rip shots into the Legion, which is going to be giving a 40% missile resist in response to that. In the woods over here, we do see a little bit of an Ogre skirmish. The Skink Cohort's going to be trying to chase down the Saber Tusk packs, but now we do see Lizards advancing towards Objective 1 here, and there is a chance that they're going to get that. But this is going to be the big interesting fight here for now. The Sky Striders absolutely crushing the Skink Cohort, and now Ogre Bulls are probably going to charge into the Spears with the Saber Tusks, and then Sky Striders will maybe circle around the back, and that should be enough to kill those Spears. They won't be able to hold up against all of those units. Are the Ogres going to be able to defend over here? Maybe so. Mournfang Cav called out for Scrambled Egg Special, and for the Lizards, we do see the good old Salamanders. Salamanders have always been good against Ogres, really good against large, lightly hammered targets, which is pretty much the name of the game for the Ogre roster. And what's rad about Salamanders is they also do very excellent damage against, not excellent, but decent damage against infantry. It's respectable enough to be, respected. Over here on Objective 3, is this point going to be flipping? We do see the Spears battling it out, so the Sara Spears are duking it out with the Ogre Bulls. Should be a little bit tricky for the Ogre Bulls over the course of a long grind. Saber Tusk pack is rampaging, but now Sky Striders are coming, and this will crush these guys. They're crushers, which are some of the most powerful cap in the game, and they're going to be punching a fair amount of these old dinosaurs and sending them back to back to the Ice Age here. So fare thee well to the Sara Spears, although it will take some time. As far as the mainline fighting goes, Tim the Wilder is going to be sounding the horn of war, and the Lizards are advancing up. So engaging versus the Noblars here, and the Noblar Trappers going to be surging forth as well. So the Chaff-centric front lines engaging. Good banishment here on the far side. Going to be nailing those Noblar Trappers. Meanwhile, on Objective 1, it looks like the Mournfang Cab were able to decisively crush the Lizardman Chaff here. So the Skink Cohort's getting flattened, and now the Ogre Bulls in tandem with the Saber Tusk packs probably going to get the job done. And now the Mournfang Cab, where are they going to be going? It looks like they're just doing their best to run over infantry, which they're very good at. They have an excellent charge bonus and very good impact damage. And also the Salamander is going to be friendly firing their fellow Lizards a little bit. So we'll see what the Mournfang Cav get done. How is the shooting doing, by the way? So the Lead Belchers and the rest of the shooting is very, very chilled out in tree line, which I think is a mistake. I think at this point in the game, you just move them out, right? Like, your opponent's ammunition is very low, sitting in the tree line and shooting many of his shots are hitting the trees, and I think that's one of the main reasons why Scrambled Egg is probably down in value right now, is because he's shooting from the tree line here, which I don't think is effective at all. But on the other side, Sky Striders were victorious here, so the Ogre Bulls and the Saber Tusks should be able to win against the Tattered Star Spears. And Scrambled Egg's going to need to make a play here. He needs to get the Sky Striders to maybe find something, like get that Slan trap to maybe even kill it. The Sweet Siren of Lustria, it's always a trap to usually go after them, but we'll see if he can get anything done there. And once again, the shooting in the tree line, like, look how obstructed they are. So many of them are going to be hitting these trees as they shoot out of the woods. I mean, they're getting a little bit of damage in, but you'll notice the damage is really subpar, and it is not getting her done. Tim the Wilder with the full Lustrian press really getting up there. We do see another cav unit being called out, so it's going to be a Mournfang Great Weapon. Going to be trying to run over Skinks, but it wants to get its Great Weapon onto some better targets for sure. Sky Striders get a beautiful engagement here versus the Skink cohort, crushing them in a matter of seconds. Looks like some clever girls are going to rush across here. And you don't want to fall too far behind in value against him, because he's using Lore of Life. So he's actually going to be healing things, and that'll be pulling him even further ahead in value by essentially deleting the value that you've accrued so far, right? Very, very scary. Ogres push back hard. Their gun line is tied up by a Stegodon, which is the disaster. You need to retreat all these ogres out. Get them on open field. Get them on the hill here, so then they're able to shoot all directions and provide support on a multitude of points instead of just sitting back there and just, basically doing nothing. I think that is going to be the worst thing here, right? So Sky Striders have engaged here. They're fighting the Feral Cold Ones as well as the Stegodon here. But eating anti-large shots from the Salamanders is really going to add up. Even though they have a lot of armor and Salamanders do lack AP, the anti-large bonus is still pretty sweet. But I think the big reason why Scrambled Egg is losing this game is because of his gun line. His entire build was centered around a gun line. The Ogre Man-Eaters as well as the Lead Belchers. And they've been shooting very inefficiently this entire game. I mean, value on these Lead Belchers, 900s, considering the circumstances, would probably be better if he was shooting out in the open. And these Man-Eaters here, how they look. And yeah, only 400 value on them. And these guys were sitting at 500 value, which, yeah, a little bit tough. So charging in, a nice play by Scrambled Egg, though. He does manage to find the Salamander Hunting Pack. Tim is going to be pretty scrappy with those, but the Sky Striders kind of going Giga Chad. Maybe going to pull the game back here. If they can actually get a pick on the Stegodon and get it broken, that would be colossal. And there's not too many natural predators for them here, especially if Scrambled Egg does manage to get Butcher. That would be very strong. But it looks like Tim is going to be triple capping him. The Ogre Kingdoms have one objective. Oh, no, Tim! Tim moved off the objective and he didn't capture it. It looks like it's captured, but there's a sliver. You really got to make sure. It's like in the game earlier when I thought I had a unit shattered at like 1%, but it came back and basically crushed me in that game. Little things like this. Attention to detail is big. That feels really, really bad there for Tim, because that's going to let the Ogres have much more time to grind back in the game, whereas if he had captured that, it's a different story. So Mournfang Cav doing awesome work down here again, cleaning off the Lizards from that objective. The value gap is closing, 600 against 6,700 here, so it's definitely getting a little bit tighter. The Man-Eaters are going to be cleaving in these Feral Cold Ones very, very easily, and there are plenty of anti-large cav nearby to help out. Crushers with Great Weapons going to want to escape that spear line. That's looking a little bit dodgy for them. Now back over here to the Sky Strider engagement. Looks like they were finally broken, but not before they got 1,600 value, which is pretty respectable. So the Ogres are clawing their way back on value, 6,900. That's what she said, coming back here again, 7,400. It is getting closer and closer. The Chungus Kingdoms are trying to claw back here, and there's certainly a decent chance of it considering the caliber of player at hand. So Scrambled Eggs Cav here able to mulch on the Skinks. We do see Tim responding with Feral Cold Ones, trying to use cheap armor piercing to grind down the high armor of these Mournfang Cav. Butcher is activated. That's going to be a very cost-effective heal. And the Sky Striders, somehow they have returned, the Palpa Sky Striders. They're going to be piling in to do Glorious Battle with the Stegodon here, and should be able to get some respectable damage in there, actually. These heavy Cav of the Ogre Kingdom seem really, really nasty. They're doing quite a bit of work, and they are very, very hard to drag down because the Lizardmen anti-large units typically get crushed by them, right? Like, Cold One Spear Riders are going to get probably just smashed by Crushers, right? I wonder how the Flock of Doom has been this game. 1,000 value, so not bad. And we do see one of the Stegodons actually going down to the backfield. So finally, Scrambled Egg is able to find his groove with the Man-Eaters, and he takes down one of the Stegodons with his Man-Eater pistols and the Lead Belchers. See what I'm saying? When those bad boys got in open field and were able to just saturate in and get consistent shooting power, you see the Ogres start to really cackle, and this is going to be a really good Flock of Doom area, by the way. That's going to be incredibly effective. So, very, very close game here. Tim is up on points, and the Ogres, do they still have that back objective, or did Tim finally get it? Okay, Tim did get that objective. Looks like he got it back. If he didn't get that back, he would probably potentially throw the game, but he did. So it keeps the points advantage going for him. As we see more Mournfang Cav surging forth to try and get on top of the Skinks, with the Nobbler Trappers providing a little bit of saturated fire into the Feral Cold Ones and Skinks here. And the Saber Chest packs looking for chaff. They basically want to be annihilating the very, very cheap units here. Slaughtermaster are going to be battling it out versus the Spears. Lead Belchers are going to be setting their sights on the Spears as well, as are the Man-Eaters. They're a little bit stacked on top of each other, so there is going to be some obstruction, but even still, they should be able to pick off a couple Saurus units. On the backfield, the Crushers were able to finish off what appears to be a Salamander hunting pack. Okay. And where are they going to come next? Are they going to come over here and try and drag these guys down? Hard to say, but two very resilient factions with big HP pools. Lizardmen are definitely one of the more stalwart factions in the game. Very, very tough to break. And the Ogres do pull a value lead with healing taken into account. It's probably a pretty even game. Ogres did also use Butcher, though, so they have some healing as well, right? Now, how's this fight going to be going? This is a very important one. Scrambled Egg really needs to win on the side because he needs this objective. Tim is getting... It is a triple cap situation. As it currently stands, Tim could just hold one objective the entire game and win. So a little bit scary, but there is some time still. And the Mournfang Cav here should be able to hold their own against the Stegodon, which is actually shaken. Tim in the middle gets a nice pick, though. A bit of a blunder by Scrambled Egg Special and a good capitalization by Tim. His Saurus Spears and the Battletoad. So respect the Battletoad, by the way. I'm burping. True Ogre lore here. But yeah, the Slaughtermaster getting caught. You got to respect the Battletoads. They're surprisingly good in combat. Shooting still going. Lead Belcher's almost out of ammunition. And we do get the Crushers with a rear charge here. And they do get into the back of the Saurus Spears. But the Saurus Spears are ready for them. Backed up by the Slan. The Man-Eater pistol shooting, and it looks like the Slaughtermaster is going to rally. And this objective is going to be going to Scrambled Egg Special. So he does get the comeback going here. Manages to lock this bad boy down, and that is going to slow the bleeding. But honestly, I think that Tim is going to be able to hold at least one objective here. There's a chance the Ogres might get a double cap, but I don't think there's going to be enough time for them to get a triple cap. Don't move off this objective. Uh-oh, he's moving off the objective, and it's not. Okay, the Saber Chest pack does get on there, and that is going to be enough capture weight. So everything needs to rush to the middle. This is very reminiscent of my game versus Pugington earlier, where it was like a huge race with the Destroyer and trying to grab the points and everything. So, yeah, we will see. Noblars are heading on up. The Ogre Bulls getting ready to party, getting ready to do a little bit of crumping. So they'll move in towards the Skink cohort and take them to Pound Town, and that is going to be it, though. There wasn't enough time. Tim has got this on the on his back here. If there was another, like, 4 or 5 minutes, I think maybe Ogres win that game, but there just wasn't enough time. All right. GG, well played. Yeah, Gerald, you're right, or Gerald. Tim is cleaning house. He's really good. Yeah, Tim is one of the best players in the world. Definitely, you know, top 5 in Total War Warhammer 3, in my opinion. But Scrambled Egg is also up there as well. Scrambled Egg is an absolute beast, and looking forward to seeing them both. These guys are both in the season finals of Total Tavern Season 7. So they could meet. And Tim has won one major event. Scrambled Egg has qualified for like almost every major event. He hasn't gotten a major win yet, but certainly is ready to do it. You know, it's very possible. Yeah. GG, well played, guys. Tim has gotten it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed watching me get wrecked tonight and seeing me meme with some Destroyer action. But the true champion tonight is going to be Tim the Wilder, the pride of the Pacific Northwest, coming in with the steel chair and getting it done. All right, guys. Drop a like on the way out if you guys enjoyed this stream. It helps a lot, and it means a lot. And we will be back tomorrow. Yeah, we're streaming again. Why not? Let's stream again tomorrow, dude. Let's go hard. I don't know what it'll be, but we'll do something fun. Might just be a tournament. Something or other, but probably another tournament because it is good eating right now. The patch has reinvigorated the multiplayer scene, which is good to see, and we are back in business. All right, guys, adios, do widzenia. We'll see you around. That is it for tonight, and we will see you guys all on the other side. GG, well played, and thanks to Harrison for hosting tonight. Cheers. Do it. Do it. Do it.